And welcome back.
And we're back.
Welcome.
Last
Back.
we left off.
Yes, please remind me.
Yeah. Tell them what y'all did to me.
Yeah. So, over a series of unfortunate events,
By snicker.
you happily found your father. However, he was not the son. You were not the son he was expecting to see.
No.
Yes.
And he was a bigger douchebag than I ever imagined.
That's true. And then you discovered that it was actually Yuki, who you had met towards the very, very beginning of this campaign. AKA Matt.
The firebender.
And he was the one who was supposed to actually come and rescue his father. And then Chat brought him into being.
Yeah.
And you then had a series of different events where...
Were they unfortunate?
More so, yes.
There's a lot of unfortunate things that happen to you guys.
Yeah, that last
I know.
episode was a
happened.
doozy.
Yeah, it was a little crazy last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Plot twist.
basically,
Thanks, Colton. Thank you.
they found out that there was bad guys were going to be getting things, and Garrick was the only. Well, Garrick, Yuki, and his father were the only ones who really knew where to get things and such.
And such. And
Things
things.
I'm trying to
and
sum
stuff.
up as fast as possible so
And
we can get
whatsoever.
to
All right, can I just sum up? Can I sum up?
Let's let Cucumber try.
All right.
This is why crawl
Yeah.
is conveniently nice.
That's true.
You should get one of those.
Yeah, but that crawl was not.
It's all typed out and then some stuff and some things. Yeah,
There were sconces,
There was
you know.
crawling a whole bunch.
There were
And everything was
six
about 50
sconces.
feet by 50.
About
I feel like there's a lot of ellipses in
Garrison.
that one. Like that.
There are.
All right, so here's what happened. We found my dad. Dad was a dick. Dad had another family in another dimension.
True.
And he abandoned me. He wanted the other son, the better son, which was a half brother who was a firebender, who was Yuki, played by Matt.
Firstborn.
I can't. I'm fucking dead. I'm getting
We'll
there.
get there.
So I have a heartfelt moment with Yuki as he dies, and then I fucking die by my father's own hand because he lost control because goddamn Joe the bartender took over and killed me.
Yep.
Yep.
And then that's actually basically
That's where we left off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your
So-
father was crying in the corner, basically.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. So.
That happens.
And so now tonight I'll be playing Tarragon.
Yeah.
The Aracroc woman who was
joined their
starting to
party
fall
last
in
week.
love
I'm
with
so thirsty.
Reshik.
Yeah. No, wrong camping.
Not Reshik, Garrick, the other Eric.
Yep.
Yes. So.
Reshik has an Eric in it.
Sure. Just go with me.
No. I'm here to point out all your flaws.
Oh,
right.
is that what we're playing today?
That's what we're playing today.
No, I do not want to be here.
Oh, speaking of flaws, I just want to point out that the three of us can all wear hoods.
Oh, perfect.
I got rid of my hoodie because y'all used to make fun of me so much.
It's pretty. I feel pretty cool right now.
I
Yeah.
don't get my
Like a
hoodie.
club. This is great.
Do you want to wear your hoodie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Don't shake it off.
Anyway.
Oh, my hoodie.
Roll it!
No.
Is that where we are?
That was You're adorable. Come on, Ryan.
You see, well, you can hear.
Pick one.
You hear in the corner Cedric just sobbing and mumbling to himself.
That's what I assume he sounds like.
It's accurate.
My sons. What have I done?
You killed him.
And he opens his eyes,
Gilbert.
looks across the room towards Garrick's remains of what, like there's a satchel on
ash.
the ground. The ash. There's a satchel, a couple pairs of
Body
boots.
got burnt.
Yeah, his
He,
father basically incinerated him.
Okay, so he only had some hit points. He doubled that, but down.
Whoa.
Yeah, straight up.
So there's like
he's
no version
straight
of this
up.
where you're coming back.
No.
Instant doom.
Yeah.
Done.
He's
So,
done.
All right.
He's gone.
So Cedric looks over towards his son's body, and he stares at it for a second, and he's like looking down at the satchel, and he sees the satchel kind of shift, and like the shards start floating away. He's like,
Whoa.
"No, stop!"
What just happened?
You should.
Dude, this is like straight up Game of Thrones level. What's going on?
Well, DM's dead. Anybody?
Tony Award
anybody?
winner, Ryan Gardner.
I was caught off guard. That was great. Good.
Who were you?
Huh?
Who were you?
Me?
Yeah.
I was Cedric, and he just got
Cedric.
stabbed.
Okay. you
Wow, the whole family is fucking
Yeah.
gone.
dead.
And as the sword gets pulled out of
That's nice.
Cedric's chest,
Definitely.
you see as Cedric falls forward, you see Swagathor standing behind you.
You son of a. I mean, you son of a bitch.
Good job,
Flap,
Blackthorn.
flap.
That was
Girl,
very
you're a
roguey.
traitor.
I'm proud.
Girl.
And
I would do.
you see Swagathor just looking at you all.
They look at us and go, ah, yeah.
No. he just-
Yeah.
Wait, time out. Okay, before I get into this context,
Swagathor was played by Chris
Chris
Villain,
Villain.
who has a little catchphrase where he says,
yeah.
"Oh yeah,
Ah, yeah.
okay.
Girl.
grr,
Yeah.
oh yeah, grr."
Everything makes sense so far.
Yeah.
This is good.
Except
Keep
that-
going.
I like that was the thing that you needed clarification on. Yeah, he also like hits his face and it makes this popping sound like, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like, but like, pop. It hits himself in the face. It's really funny.
What?
Yeah. So, you see Swagathor just standing there with the sword,
Sorry.
and the
on
shard,
your foot.
like someone materializes holding the shard and just runs out of the cave, and he's just like, "Peace out, bitches," and like Misty steps
Would.
out. Yeah.
He would say that.
He would.
Oh, man.
And like in the background, as you can hear like footsteps echoing in the hallway, you hear like, "Hope you learn to live in the dark."
Why does he like the dark so much?
So, you also still see Cedric
Oh, your
slowly
Okay.
losing consciousness.
Shit. I go over to him
Okay.
and I go, with your last dying breath, tell us how to save the world. We don't want it to be in darkness. I'm having a touching moment even though I'm not a touching character.
That's fair.
Help us save this world and bring it back into the light.
So he,
It's like fly on
just
the
like a brief second, he kind of gets enough strength to open his eyes. He grabs your collar.
Ah!
What? Harder, Daddy.
Nah, thanks. I mean, maybe. We didn't roll for him.
He says,
He's an elf.
"Take this," and he like kind of moves his robe out and pulls out a smaller disc from the
Okay.
ones that you guys have a shard of.
A little disc.
And is there a smaller disc inside that disc? And inside that disc, another smaller disc?
Is it made? Was it made in Russia?
Ooh, it's a complete disc.
Complete one.
Mostly
Is that for me?
complete.
Is that for me? Is that for me?
That's for you.
Luke, help! It flies to me.
Walking.
Yes!
This is dope.
Yeah.
I've got it. This is metal. This is
Yeah, that was that. Even from here, I could tell, like, damn! The
Feel
bolts on
this,
this are
feel
real!
this.
I took Foundry class when I was in
nuts.
college.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
chunky.
yeah.
That's nice.
Now give it back. Give it back.
No.
Oh,
No,
shit.
This is the introduction of my character. You stand in. No, I'm just kidding.
Give it back. This is mine. It's fancy.
So as he
Angel.
Biggest
Anyway.
fucking lie I've ever seen.
as he
Prove me
it's
wrong.
basically on a chain around his person, and the ring is mounted inside the chain. So he grabs it and tries to take it towards you. It's like, "Please take this. This will get you to where you need to go."
Is it like that diamond?
No, this is a portal device.
Oh, rad.
It looks very. This thing is a portable device. It looks very Stargate. It's nice.
Roger Rabbit portable
he says I've been basically they're after the staff. If they get it first, everyone is doomed.
Oh, what staff?
I don't know. What staff?
The staff of time.
The staff of time.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
If-
I'm taking notes for
If
once
the
in my
Lord of
life.
the Winter Court gets a hand of it, he will plunge this world into darkness, and you, and Garrick's You must finish this.
We will, sir.
And-
For Garrick, not for you. For Garrick.
Right. You see energy start to like glow around his head and start spiraling into his arms, and you kind of get the essence that this is his life force.
Crap.
And he just throws it into the necklace, into the disc, and charges it up, and falls back.
Dead.
Dead.
I loot the body.
No.
You loot the body! I literally just gave you
I enjoy this man. He finds me funny.
Okay.
17. I loot the body.
You find a
Lost a
wand, but you don't know what it does.
Hold on, let me get that picture.
Magic.
Magic.
Let's hope.
It's protected by magic.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Wand. Cedric wand. Okay, what else do I find? What else do I find?
You find
Put them together and what you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Sound like a doodle.
you find about 4 grapefruit-sized diamonds.
Oh,
Nice.
snap.
They're
About
probably
4?
they seem to probably
The
have
direct
been.
number is actually probably very important.
Oh my god.
It's roughly 4. Could
He
be
said 4, it's like 6 or 12.
5 or 6. Maybe 2.
Okay.
Is it 4?
There's 4. Okay.
Hey.
You find 4 fist-sized or grapefruit-sized diamonds.
It's a very
that you-
small grapefruit.
That's a big fist.
Fist.
Are they like Thanos fists?
No.
It's like
Just
big.
normal person-sized fist diamonds. They look like they were
I put
probably. Huh?
I put grapefruits, so they're gonna be a little bigger.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
They
good.
were probably like spell components. That he. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
muy
C-O-N.
interesting.
What?
P-O-N-E-N.
Onits.
Components.
Yeah.
C-O-M.
You said spell components.
Yeah. We were doing really good, and then we just,
Yeah.
We were?
like we usually do.
Suddenly
Yeah.
I realize why it takes everyone in Pencil Parsecs an hour to get out of a bar. This actually, now I'm on this
Yeah,
side. It makes
yeah.
sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that all I find?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
God, I hope I spelled
Dang
that
it, I
right.
put
wasn't
on
thinking when I did
LiDAR's sheet.
Lighter
Do
has it.
everything we
Now
do.
he
Evan?
has everything. Nah, I'll erase it.
All right.
Continue,
that.
sir.
Wrong word.
So you see, as you look around you, you see the lifeless body of Cedric. You see a pile of ash.
Catch him.
Well,
No.
denoting the area where Garrick had basically incinerated himself, and well, not himself, but yeah. Yes.
Tarragon would like to go up and scoop up some of Garrick's remains into like a little vial or
You were
flask,
gonna do
and then put the flower that he gave her in with
Aw.
it, and she'll carry that with her person.
On a necklace?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I love me a necklace.
Yeah.
I
Girl,
do.
I'll protect you. Don't you worry.
I was not the time, but keep it in mind.
I move quickly, girl. I don't wait for no one.
She's an eagle, not a pigeon.
Bitch, who's playing this character?
That's fair.
Aku to be coy. I'm playing the game, man.
Okay. Anyway, you kind of are taking in the silence of this situation currently, and then you start
That's
hearing
lots of silence.
footsteps coming up the cave.
Someone's coming.
As you don't do anything to prepare for this,
We have a health potion.
you see walking into the cave, into the light, a elf ranger.
I'd like to sneak into the shadows and prepare my little bow.
Hello.
Now you're sneaking into the shadows. He sees you.
Dang it.
Hello, Ranger.
What is going
I
on
have
here?
to see him.
Friend or foe?
I assume you're a friend. I don't understand fully if that is an appropriate question to ask.
What's
So
your
you-
purpose here?
I'm looking for the staff of time. That is what I'm looking for.
What a coinky dink!
It's so sweet that I've been sent on by my family, and now it is the time for me to find it. Everything has led me to this very specific road in this very specific time.
How fortunate of you to show up as we already took care of everything here.
It's very convenient, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
What
you
purpose
actually
do
have
you
been
have with
tracking
the
them.
staff?
Say again?
So you actually have been tracking them the entire time since they've left the last city.
What?
I'm not going to tell them that.
Oh,
No.
what?
This is such as what was what you said? Coinky dink? That is
Coinky-dink.
not a word I'm familiar with. But
That is a very technical term.
It's a technical term.
is it some sort of ancient dwarfish?
Yeah,
or something?
it's a dialect.
Yes.
Well,
from
I would
a
say
small
this
town.
is some sort of coincidence, I think, and
Yeah, close enough.
conveniently.
Has the same root word.
Yeah. Oh,
Coin.
yeah. I hear it. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yes.
So I guess if you have it, just how much for it? You said you
Well-
have the staff, yeah?
No. We're
we're
looking for it
taking
too.
Oh,
So
I
maybe we
see.
could help each
You
other.
don't have it
Tarragon.
quite yet.
Tarragon, did you have a question?
Yes. What do you need it for?
That is a very important and poignant question.
How about a very poignant answer?
Hey, she got a point.
Yeah. So what exactly are you using or looking for it for? I
To
think.
save the
Says-
world.
Oh yeah, me too. To save the world. This is crazy.
Suspicious.
A little suspicious.
Super suspicious of this.
I think that you're misreading the situation, and I'm looking for it.
Listen,
You are looking for it.
He's a stranger. He's German.
It also
I don't know it. I am a wood elf,
so the
and I shake my blonde hair and my bright white eyes. They're almost like solid purple, solid pearl. Yeah, and as I'm
Yeah.
just a wood elf. That is
Yeah.
what I am.
also living in this area, the staff of time for them outsiders have no idea what the staff of time would mean. Staff of time is a prophesized item, an artifact.
We don't live here. We came from a different dimension.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
So I understand. So, but I don't know that they know that.
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
Because
person.
As far as I know, that
they,
is good.
they should belong here, but
Yeah. So
like,
look,
it's
nothing
like-
says. Just so I understand, what is everybody? I look like
I know.
a cloaked figure. Where I have my blonde hair comes out even from my hood, and I have these very just solid white eyes. Just there's no iris, just solid
blind?
white. No, I don't know. You don't know. You haven't asked me yet. And then I'm wearing what looks like a ranger's garb, and I've got a backpack and such and things. You see a bow. I'm not trying to hide it or anything. What do I see when I look at the three of you?
Cucumber, you start.
Okay. I'm an Iroquois, so I'm a female Iroquois paladin. I have some chainmail and I have a mace.
I believe we rolled either a 9 or a 10 for her. I think it was
I'm
a
a
9.
10.
Oh,
was it a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I've been all over this.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Is that good? And the rest, yeah?
I'm Lidar Minx. I am a half-orc barbarian. Hor.
Which you've never heard about orc before.
I've no. Oh, okay. So this is a new thing.
I'm a
Okay.
big dude.
Yeah. Oh my. So
If
you
you know
are.
what I mean.
Yeah, I get it. You got to see. You need to wear extra large Wiederhosen, I get.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so finally.
Very strange. I'm a halfling,
Okay. So
Rogue.
I'm looking down on
so
you.
I'm little. Yeah. Brown hair, beady eyes.
Okay.
Wears a cloak.
So I'm sorry. Let me. We've gotten on to the phrase that they use is the wrong boot. We've
Yes.
gotten on to the wrong boot. Das Boot is wrong. So now let's rewind it and say that I'm here for the staff of time. You're here for the staff of time. But my name is Saran, and what are your names?
I'm Tarragon. Cloudhopper.
Lidar Minx, like I just said.
Oh, yes, sorry. I don't know what you are, so I just thought you were a Vitamix half orc. That is what I thought the entire thing. Maybe it was a particular tribe, I don't know. But now I understand. I will say this, my bad. And how exactly would you spell that?
Lidar?
Yeah.
Lidar. Minx.
What is Binks?
M-I-N-K-S. No, it's lighter minx.
It's Minx.
Minx.
Because it's just that little bit shifted.
Yeah.
I just go off first name on my papers.
True.
That's why I thought it was Binks.
And then the
And
little
I am
one is
Hilzira. Hilzira. Hilzira.
Would you like us to do that once more?
No, I think I got it. If anything, just correct me if I say your name wrong. Once again, my name is Saron Shadowvaka. It's Sharon Verovaka.
Did the shadow
It's,
give you
it's,
permission?
hold on. It's Sharon Shadowvaka.
Shadow. Fuck.
Yeah, that's close enough. We'll get it.
It's
if
like
we
Lord
just
of the
keep
Rings
saying it.
meets Star Wars.
Yeah.
Sauron.
I don't know what any of those
Shadow.
references are, but that is okay. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
okay. You'll learn pop culture references
Okay.
living with us for a day.
Thank you, Mr. Fucker.
I don't say, that's not, we'll work on it. Okay, so now we're here. I'm just wanting to understand fully. I, totally not tracking you, got here, and as I've got hints that there's some sort of clue, maybe some sort of metallic clue to the staff of time. And that's just how I happen to be here. I'm very curious how you happened to come across this place, and why is there so much ash everywhere?
Well,
Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, we had a friend. His dad, Papa, was here. We found his Papa.
He's a giant but lovable troll who's trying to kill some space kittens from a galaxy far, far away. Uber is a hashtag enemy. Also, don't worry, Uber, we love you and are just having fun.
That is pretty, what's the word? Fucked up, I think. That is what I'm saying. So,
It's just an Uber Baldy.
so suddenly there is.
Yes.
Yeah. It's unfortunately, I know how this works. This is how you say
I have two full house
the
potions.
chat fuckery, I think, is the word.
Oh, yeah.
So, you guys are having this conversation. That is no longer Garrick.
Nope, that's Tarragon.
Tarragon.
Okay. So, Tarragon is crying, and you you hear lumbering.
It's dirty in here. I will
from-
clean up. This would make me sad too. And I start to.
From farther inside the cave, you hear some footsteps just starting to quickly running towards you, as something has heard the commotion that you are causing.
No.
Coming into the light, you see this giant troll, completely bald. I don't know if trolls had any hair anyway, but it's uber bald.
Uber Ball.
Extra ball.
Ah.
My cup made a noise.
And then strapped to its chest, there's a belt with 3 different kittens.
This is very fucked up. This is almost who would be the monsters that would allow such a thing to happen, maybe in their own game. This is
Tarragon
quite
gets
appalling, to be very honest with all of you. This is,
Tarragon gets really hungry seeing those kittens.
Okay.
Hilzira gets very protective seeing Tarragon.
You hear little cries of help coming from each of them.
This is our life.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is Scheiße, this is very real. This is very real. Alright, okay, here we go.
The creature sees you. I need you all to roll initiatives.
Okay.
Okay.
You're on 1 hit point, by the way.
1 hit point?
Can I have my
Oh,
box?
no.
I need a
My
potion.
brown box that's in the.
I think the chat says I have 2 health
You do,
potions
we
in
have
my
2 health
Yeah, you
inventory.
do.
Hey,
You do.
can I give him a health potion?
You can.
Because I'm at 1.
Because he's at 1 hit point. Health
Health potion.
potion. Pachow.
44 plus 4.
Ow.
44 plus 4. Okay, hold on. Let me just move these, but not change them.
Nothing.
Tra-la-la.
So
I'm fine.
Yes. Oh.
What am I at now? 4?
Hashtag me bags wherever there goes he is followed by his animal companions. An epic, dark, mystical murder of crows.
you're at 12.
Oops, I mean a murder of porgs. You're actually more fluffy than epic.
You're at 12 now.
12?
So, just so I understand,
44
there's
plus
a
4.
crazy, ridiculous amount of, what was the word? Porgs that follow me around everywhere?
Correct.
Is that what I heard?
So you.
I'm so thankful. They'll come in very handy when I need to eat something when I'm very
44s,
hungry, which is
so you
all
got
of the time.
2.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep a little tracker of how many porgs maybe die in this scenario. Yeah, is that
I
right?
will be defending the porgs because they're bird folk like myself.
I will be trying to befriend all the porgs
I
because
may or may
they're
not eat
little
one.
animals.
Okay, so
haven't
you and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
So that is we are cool. I
I
like you.
just love animals.
I don't know yet.
So-
I've
That's
never
an
seen one
Amber
before.
thing.
I'm
As
deciding.
this creature starts lumbering towards you all, you just fling open your coat, and just a dozen porgs spill out of your cloak.
Oh, my minions die with honor and
I want to catch him.
victory. Use your bodies as a sacrifice for the greater good.
All right. So what initiatives do I have?
Cucumber got a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chunk got a 16.
Ow!
You say whatever pluses you
Oh,
have.
plus 2, so
Plus 1.
22 for me.
17.
Okay.
And then I got a 14 plus 3, which is also 17.
All right.
And I got
But he can go first.
an 11, and I can't see where it is on the thing. So
Top right under
yeah.
your hit points.
that is what I need.
Top right in the
Aha.
black. Yeah, there you go.
Just click on it and then click.
It should be just there.
Yeah, so it's a 15.
Okay. Higher than Amber. Okay. And the troll got a 4.
Hey.
Alrighty. So,
Is Biscuit still with us?
no, he went with his wife at
That's
the camp.
right. Let me erase him. Bye, Biscuit.
Yes. Okay.
Biscuit.
So,
Bye, Biscuit.
Tarragon,
Yeah.
it is your turn first. You see, as this creature is lumbering towards you all, Theron lets his robe out and porgs come flying out.
Fly, go and die for all you terrible, terrible, dirty creatures.
I would like to go straight for the kittens because I'm starving.
Okay.
I like to use my talons to scoop them up.
All three?
Yes, well, 2, I guess. One in each talon.
Do you have multi-attack? I'm
Yeah,
sure you do.
I have 2 attacks. I could do one and then the other.
Yeah, so each kitten will be an attack.
Okay,
So roll twice.
okay. It's plus 5 to hit.
13 and 15, so 18 and 20.
That's gonna hit.
Can I just eat them straight out, or do I have to? Is that can I use that as a bonus action?
No, you.
Oh, they're kittens!
Yeah,
Do I roll
I
for
could swim
damage?
by
so
sneezing.
defenseless, my man.
Do I roll for damage, or does he just take out those weapons of kittens?
He takes out the weapon of kittens.
Great.
Yes.
There.
What?
So now he only has 1 kitten to throw. Or
He's
whatever.
using them as weapons?
I'm going
That's terrible.
I'm going to eat
What else are you
them.
I know, you can eat them, but now I'm concerned that there's going to be a feline that's thrown at me. That's pretty crazy, dude. Fucked up, I think.
Okay.
I guess it's better that you get them and eat them than have them thrown. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I would like to fly as high as I can then with my leftover action.
Okay.
I'm gonna seagull this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Gee, maybe I will change my mind after he got so excited like that. You need a better poker face.
You do not have a poker face.
No, I don't.
No, you
Lidar, it's your
don't.
turn.
Oh,
Lidar.
Lidar. I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't.
I get ready and I go, you know what? Time to pull out the big guns.
Almost.
Time to pull out. Time to pull out. Time to pull out the big guns. And I pull out my Captain America shield. And I go, shoo! And I throw my Captain America shield. Thank you. This is that for later.
19.
Okay, that'll hit. Wait. Yes.
Yeah, of course it will.
Do you
No.
crit at 19?
Plus 4. Yes! Right?
What?
Does he
Don't I
crit
get
at 19?
critical at 19?
Isn't that a class feature or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. I think he does.
Yeah. Let's just say I do.
Let's just go with it.
Yeah.
Crit!
Yay.
Crit hack.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum.
I don't know what the damage is.
Okay. Yeah, you're
1d8
throwing.
plus 4.
Thank you.
Yes.
7 total.
7 total. Okay.
I thought that thing was way stronger.
We didn't roll for hotness for
Pat again.
Sharon over here.
Oh, yeah.
Sauron?
Let's take a.
So wait, the name is Saran.
Saren.
That's what I'm saying.
Saren.
Saran.
I'm gonna call him Sauron.
That's also, I don't know why, but I
He
feel
is an 8
that's a
because
that is
he's an
pretty
elf.
cool.
He's
I
an
see
8.
that.
That is, yeah. I'm like only a 6 in the wood elf community, but outside of it, even then, it's like.
Because elves are just beautiful.
You just got that foreign charm.
I hate your lady
So,
voice.
I don't know how I
Lidar.
feel about this.
So you don't yell at me that I'm skipping your turn. Do you want to do anything else?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I still got another turn. I get an extra attack.
Exactly why I asked.
Yes. Well, thank you for asking. and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put the shield away. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow. Shoot. I need a crossbow prop now. I'm gonna point at his face and go. Shoot him.
Shoot her.
6.
1 plus 4, 10.
10.
10 does not hit.
Boo.
All right.
got you.
So you drop your shield to the side, but your gauntlet is still kind of weighting you down a little bit, and you try and aim, but you sink it into the ground. All right, Theron.
That is, so I've seen that my friend that has took out his crossbow and fired, so I go, yeah, that is the right attitude. So I pull out my bow and I take out an arrow, and then I aim for the creature kind of right to what? So there were 3 kittens.
There's only just one now.
There's one now.
Yeah.
So they're some sort of like bandolier or.
Yeah. It's like
Which one is left?
You would
The
use the word
lowest one.
bandolier.
The ones down here?
Yeah.
Like, so I am kind of for like his liver. So it's
Okay.
like kind of close to where the kitten's at. But I'm not aiming for it, of course.
Of course.
I'm just shooting in that general direction.
Okay.
And I fire my bow.
Okay.
So that is an 11 plus. I got a 9. That's not a no. That's an actual 9. So that is that is 20.
Oh wow.
This is what I do.
That's true.
This is it.
Ranger
So,
stuff.
That I should have probably done some other things like the hunter's mark, but I forgot.
There's so
So
many
I just
daggers.
fired.
Next time.
I got a 20.
Okay.
That is und hit.
Yes.
So that is a 2 plus a 4. So that is 6. Yeah. So 6. That is right.
Maths.
Yes. So just 6, I think.
6
I thought
damage,
don't
okay.
I add if I'm proficient in it. Don't I
Yes, you
one
add your
to-
damage and your whatever the modifier is plus your proficiency.
Plus you're up.
Yeah. So that is 6. It's 9.
Cool.
Hey.
Very tight. So I don't know what that word is, but instantly I'm like, this is a good word. And I only think it's good if you say it 3 times. Tight, tight, tight.
You also could take a bonus action to use your porgs.
Yes. So
As-
I thankfully I have speak with the animals.
Okay.
But I don't need it because they are my.
You're a ranger, yeah.
They're-
They're your
and they
familiars.
come out at me and follow me around everywhere. I could never escape them. I mean, leave them. So I'm going to command them to go straight for the creature's eyes.
Okay.
To try and peck them out. I forgot though that porgs are not flying creatures. They
That is
just kind of just waddle. So they just
They're
kind of. I say
penguins.
for the eyes, but I know in my head that all they're going to do is reach like his knees at best.
Yeah.
can, like, step like ants.
Yeah. So just kind of to trip him up, just
Okay,
to just
okay.
be like, hey, yeah. And if some of them get squashed in it, they're dying a glorious death for the Shadowvaka clan. So it's good.
Okay. So I will say that he
That's
has
good.
disadvantage on his next attack.
Yes, good.
So
okay.
he's basically has difficult terrain around him now.
Yeah, that is
porgs.
sure.
Difficult
whatever.
porgs.
And however many you decide to die in that process, like 2 or 12 or all of them,
All of them,
as the
yeah.
GM, I have to respect that. And so
course.
if they're all dead, then that is the case. It's
true. It's true.
Yeah. Like all of them. Like there isn't any more. Like they all die.
How many are there?
A dozen.
There's 12.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Did you get more?
Hashtag enemy, a real bad dude with a real bait attitude shows up looking for his friend. This bad dude has a tattoo on his forehead that says I like to eat birds. Mostly.
Dang.
That's fabulous.
He's gonna eat
Oh
you,
shit!
cucumber.
You're a bird.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Oh.
Okay, just drop the kittens on him. You'll be
Oh,
fine.
I got you, babe. I got you. Halt there.
So
sir.
What you didn't see was on the troll's back there was a backpack.
Of course.
And he unzips out of it, and you see this guy standing out of the backpack now.
Does he do a backflip?
He does.
Good.
A
So
backflip
out of the backpacks. That was good. Yeah.
Yes. Lands on and pulls out a couple daggers. He's
What the fuck is this?
I call him Bird Eater.
bird eater. Yes.
You know this guy?
No, it's just what I wrote on my paper for now.
Oh, okay. So,
It's
yeah.
Amber.
That'll be
Okay.
next.
All right. All right.
Okay. Yes. So that's fine. It is now Hilzera's turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Kills them. Kills all. I don't know who this guy is who jumped out of the backpack, but he looks like he wants to eat. What's that on his head? I use my passive perception
Of 17.
17, and I see. What does it say? It said. What was the fucked up message?
It says, "I like to eat birds."
That is really
mostly.
messy. Oh, okay, so just mostly. So he's like on a diet, I think. So like he mostly eats like poultry. It's protein. It's good.
Or does he eat like most of the bird?
I mean,
like
I
just
mostly.
like he only eats the legs, or he's like
so
a
he's
wing
just
guy?
like a breast guy, or just like the side guy. He doesn't eat all of it. No dark
Exactly.
meat.
Oh,
That makes
actually,
sense.
before Hilzera's turn, he actually like picks up one of the porgs next to the troll and just like starts gnawing on it.
Oh no!
Like Chewbacca.
my beloved pork is dead.
Tarragon.
Whatever will I do?
Put it in the towel.
I only have 11 more to die.
And yeah, there's just blood and guts everywhere. It's freaking Tarragon out completely. Okay, yeah,
My
now you
turn?
can go. Yes.
Okay. So like I said before, I'm in the shadows with my little bow. I was still there.
So
I was
we
just
are
talking
your
to this guy.
sports. This is great.
Yeah, I got a
feel
little
like
short
we're
bow.
like the Hoodie Bow Clan. This is good. This is good.
You got a crossbow. I got a short bow. He's got a long bow.
Yeah. No, I think it's.
short bow too?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So which one of you is David Bowie?
That is the one person without the bow or the hood. That's you, my friend.
If you have a bow, you have to have a hood.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
vice
yeah,
versa.
yeah.
So I take out my little short bow, and I aim for the uber bald troll.
Uh-huh.
I aim for his kneecap because it's my drug of choice. Kneecaps. And I would like to chew in his kneecap,
Okay.
the left one.
Okay.
Yes. That is a 4. That is a 10.
It sails like right towards his kneecap, but right at the last second, one of the porgs jumps up and just
No!
right in the
That
back
is
of his
too
head.
bad. Damn! Oh, pull out! No, you're already committed. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. So there's 10 now. Is that?
10 now,
Yeah,
yeah.
10. 10. Oh no.
Since I
However
did-
will these do?
I can't do bonus action because I didn't hit, right?
What's the bonus action?
My sneak attack.
No,
Sneak, sneak.
you have to hit.
Can I fake bonus action?
What?
Can I hide? Which I can do. I'm
Yeah,
allowed
yeah.
to hide. But can I go to the closest port?
They aren't very smart. It's just going to take a lightsaber
Like
and
that.
try and chew on it. They're really
Just-
quite.
just like
They're
that.
really just a pestilence.
I just
to
want
be
it to
with.
come to me.
Roll an animal handling check.
Yes. I'm terrible at animal handling. 13.
One
13.
of them starts making its way over to you. It's
Oh, come,
halfway
baby.
right now.
Come to me.
It completely forgot that it's actually supposed to do something for its other master.
This is
I will
pretty
get
normal
this
for
part.
them, yeah.
I'll get it. It will
Okay.
be my friend.
Now the troll.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So it's like 9 totally defenseless porgs, is that?
It's true, but it's just kind of like
Did you roll for the porgs? Did they attack?
they
blocked him
are
up, yeah.
difficult terrain right now. That's
Yeah.
what they are.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has disadvantage on his next attack. So he starts like trying to walk towards you, but he's just like,
No, there's one.
One more? So one more is dead?
about 3.
He's keeping tally.
So it hurts me so much. I have no joy writing this 10 to a 7 whatsoever. It's so dark and
It's
oh,
terrible. There's just like little feathers everywhere.
It's not a little
That's so
smile.
sad.
Oh yeah, shit, that's right. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with this, but I'm not sorry whatsoever. Oh shit.
Oh no.
One badder dude with an even badder attitude shows up looking for his friend. He has a tattoo on his head that says "I like to eat birds" almost entirely.
That is so. It's look. No confusion with this guy.
Yes, that's right.
He knows what he wants.
This is Bird Eater 2.
All right.
There's Bird Eater and Bird Eater 2.
Okay.
So the troll is coming at us, yeah?
So the troll, yes. So he's coming at you. He pulls one of his remaining kitten off of the belt, and he throws it at you,
That's so cute.
Tarragon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tarragon,
Oh, what?
you're getting a kitten thrown at you. Wait, no, you're up in the air.
I
Never
have
mind, that
kittens
can't happen.
in my talons.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it is going to be thrown at Theron.
That sucks.
What?
So
Sauron.
he pulls it off and throws it at you.
Yeah.
And immediately the cat starts enlarging into the size of a lynx.
Baby.
Baby.
Those
what?
paws, though, they're just so big.
They are so big
Fluffy.
and very sharp.
Paws aren't sharp. Paws are sharp.
Wow. I rolled a 15.
That is probably going to. Yeah, my defense is 15. So
Okay,
that is, I mean,
I hit you.
that is.
You will take 4 points of damage.
4. That is okay.
Kitty has
Okay,
hit you.
that is great.
I didn't roll well on the damage.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Now, as that
Oh,
happens,
the cat.
yeah, and it
It's
just
right
kind of
next to me
it
in
just
front
kind
of
of like latches on your chest
Ah!
and then rakes down.
What? Oh, my beautiful elven face.
Ooh, are you gonna have a badass scar now?
Do a scar increase my hotness by 1?
At least.
I can re-roll.
No. Do I want to risk that? I guess this is the thing that happens.
Well, I did say it latched on your chest, so it's up to you if it wants to.
Oh, it's on my chest?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. It's not in my face.
No, it's on your face.
Okay, great.
Ooh, you'll get,
Oh,
like,
what are you doing?
cool Killmonger
You're a
tattoo.
stupid cat, and it's
Slash
right there. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So as that happens,
Oh,
this
As that happens, we get another thing.
how do you get through anything? They just keep throwing this at us.
Hashtag enemy a zombified McNickerson seeks vengeance on their and Shadow Walker, saying,
is-
"You have hurt my family for the last time."
It's true. Not only do I hate, the word is above game, so you don't know this
Meta.
yet.
This is meta, yeah.
This is super meta, but like, Sauron hates humans. He thinks they are the absolute first.
It's a good thing when none of us are humans.
And so this is very good. And so like the Nickerson clan, they are like the first of the first. And so like I've personally killed like at least like 30 or 40 of them. Wow. So like that one is like undead. It's like, okay, that's great. I'll kill you again and count it again. That's fine. So this is my number 1. You guys deal with the trolls and the bird eaters. This one, I got this one.
Okay.
I got this one.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
mine.
All right.
so the second bird eater comes out by unzipping himself from the other bird eater's backpack.
Yes.
jumps
Of course he does. That's brilliant. Yeah. It's quite the tactics that they need to use.
Hashtag enemy. The baddest dude of all shows up, Colonel Sanders. He's got 11 herbs and spices, 2 fists of fury, and a hankering to make a certain bird extra tasty and crispy.
So, oh shit! They've got some sort of commander on the field. Can't tell what his uniform is, but he clearly held some sort of rank and not some
it's
sort
a
of
white uniform.
Yeah.
The
Beautiful
higher
white.
ranking.
And not some
Yeah.
gentlemanly title from the Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my friend. He seems to be looking at you.
Everybody just hates birds right now.
Girl, you need to be careful.
Grr, stay up there.
It's still holding on to the
Holding the kitties.
Okay. Sanders.
It's
You're
the
gonna
Colonel
get
Sanders.
You're gonna get so tired.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you broke it.
I did. Yes.
Oh, you'll get
He
used
does it
to it.
occasionally.
This is old facade.
I'll say it.
No, but that's Ryan, the sweet little
A
angel innocent
hashtag
baby.
enemy appears who looks like a shy guy expressly, a 20 feet shy guy with dual personalities.
So many enemies.
20 foot?
I got express.
Which part of him?
Yeah, that is. What part of him is 20 feet? This is very important. I'm either okay with this or totally not okay with this.
I'd like to buy my ticket right now.
Like it could be he's like a 120-foot foot, and that's
Ew.
weird and creepy.
Or he has 20 feet.
Oh, that is fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Hashtag meatbags, a mysterious force from a galaxy far, far away infused there in Shadow Walkers laugh with the ability to warp the reality and bring more kittens to eat. Caveat, for every pork killed, 2 porks join the murder of porks.
That is.
They're like Hydra heads.
So, wait, so I just want to understand if I understood that right. I have the power to manipulate
More kitties.
more
Reality.
kittens with my laugh?
Yes.
So I can produce more kittens.
Uh-huh.
But if I use this ability, every porg that dies from here on, two
Yeah.
more will take its place.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is.
So it's an endless cycle, really.
It's,
So you'll
this
just
is.
your army of porks just keeps growing.
Yay!
Yay.
Yes.
Yes, this is so good.
More porgs.
Please don't make me laugh.
Oh, what am I gonna name my porg when he finally comes to me?
Which
That's
you'll-
our first goal, too.
Hey, holy shit. That was fast.
Let's make a song about how much we love porgs.
Yeah.
Porgs and Gungans.
Porgs and Gungans. The musical.
Porgs and Gungans the musical. Here it goes.
Porgs and Gungans are my friends, my friends. Porgs and Gungans is
Our
my
friends.
Wow.
So that is it. We're done.
Porgs and Gungans are my friends, my friends. Porgs and Gungans
Till
are
the
my
end.
Yeah.
The
to the
end.
end. Yeah.
Porgs and Gungans
are my friends.
my friends. Porgs and Gungans are split ends. Split ends.
Split ends.
Porgs and Gungans are my
Okay.
friends, my friends.
Everybody!
Porgs and Gungans
Till
aren't afraid. Porgs and Gungans aren't afraid.
I heard you.
Porgs and Gungans aren't afraid. Afraid. Porgs and Gungans tasty meat.
Tasty meat. Yeah. There will never be an end to the porg.
Or the Gungans.
Unfortunately.
So the
That went Sondheim
person.
fast.
Yeah, sorry.
Sometimes real
That's
fast.
all me. That's all me. Wait, do we pull from the thing?
We do.
The
Yeah,
bonus
we
to
will.
Blvd dude shows up. He looks like really bad. He has a tattoo on his head that says I like to eat
Bird
birds
eater free.
exclusively.
That is, wait, so this is 3 bird eaters.
Yeah, there's
The,
Bird
the
Eater 1,
colonel
2, 3.
himself.
Yep,
As the Nick McNickerson zombie.
correct.
And the troll with
And-
no more kittens, but still a troll.
Yes.
And Shy Guy Express, who is
Oh,
20 feet
yes,
tall.
the 20-foot tall Shy Guy Express. No, I'm curious. How long have you been on this journey for this stuff of time? It seems like it would take you
Weeks.
like forever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if this was like if you carved out like 3 hours a week
Uh-huh.
to just do this,
Yeah.
it would be like like forever.
It's been at least, what, 6?
Yeah.
6?
That is
I,
a lot
I
of
would
time.
say it would 6
Yeah.
weeks
That's
about
that's
so
crazy.
far.
That's crazy. Maybe well we'll take care of these guys and we'll figure out what.
That's what usually happens. We fight people for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, good.
Then we get story.
Who's
Yay.
next? Who gets to attack?
I know.
That is so wait again. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
Above game.
Okay.
So this would be a moment where if somebody got GM powers, so you could clear the board of all this
That is
madness.
Yes, but
some of them. You have to. Well, not some.
There's
you
a
have to
rule.
describe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have
Okay.
to say exactly how you kill them all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
But you can't be like an atom bomb falls and all of them
no,
die.
that's
That's
just crazy. That's stupid.
Yeah,
We're
that's-
totally not building
We
an
did
atom
not
bomb.
do that for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
That is
we
okay,
did
all
not
right.
do that. Then we had to change the rule to say you had to describe it.
Sure. Okay. So in the chamber,
You do plan to
You
wash
see,
your hands before you eat anything.
during the fight, a vial gets knocked on the ground, and erupting from it, a 20-foot tall Shy Guy comes into the.
super like roundy and cute.
He basically takes up the workshop of the center that you.
Does he have a little white mask?
Uh-huh. But he
adorable.
also is like impaired in movement, so he can like kind of stomp on
Aw.
you, but he's not
Can
able
he like
to do
kick
anything.
like with his little feet like this,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a South Park kick?
Yeah, exactly. So, but otherwise he's like stuck in the
Yeah.
chamber because it was only like 15 feet tall.
Yeah. It's
You.
crouched over. I get
Uh-oh.
it. Oh shit.
Oh no.
What? What is going on?
I'm at.
What are you gonna do?
What? I'm going to kill you. Go away. You can't stop me out of it. You're going to die.
No, I'm just looking at the camera. I'm good.
Get out of it. No.
You
do
walked
whatever
over
you
here
do. I
with
respect
very
what you do.
distinct purpose. It kind of scared us all.
What?
Did you just try and give a thumbs up to Cucumber?
I thought someone was waving at me.
Oh. No, we were being bad. We were begging for
GM
Like me, not him, but me.
Sorry, I'll take it too.
Okay.
However, you guys are the first ones to call out anybody when they beg for things.
I know.
Yeah,
Guess
but
it's
It's for us.
Not true.
Oh yeah.
Fair. You guys are cuter when you do it.
And then, so yes, and you see there's now several people on the battlefield just trying to attack you all.
Okay.
It is now Tarragon's turn.
Yeah.
Taragon.
Tarragon.
Oh, that's
I would
totally how I'm
like
gonna
to
remember.
Rock.
lob these kittens
Uh-huh.
at the fierce at the colonel.
Okay.
I'm like,
You see the colonel look up and well, I'll be darned.
what the fuck happened to the colonel?
Chickens?
I'll be darned. Those chickens.
Maybe he's like the Reba McEntire version. The most
Which is
recent.
very progressive, and I like it. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so roll 2 attacks for your 2 kittens.
Dos kittens.
Add your dexterity modifier.
Ooh, one of them's a 20 and one of them's a 14.
And that's a +2 to both.
22 and 16.
Okay, those will both hit.
Fry my family
So
with
that'll
you.
be 1d6 plus 2 per kitten.
Per kitten.
Wait, they don't turn into lynxes too? On.
Get into that.
Bitch,
11
Vino, can you just be
total.
patient
11 total.
for like
No.
2 seconds?
No.
Can you let the DM do his job?
Do you know
I
what
try. I
you're
really
He barely
try.
does that, and then when he's
know.
finally trying to do it, you get in his way.
You fucking missed, Cap.
You need a little Captain America.
Who am I fighting? Oh, it's you.
Put your shield back.
I'm fine. Everything's good.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Make you quit again? Or?
We cool?
We
cool?
We're cool.
We cool?
We're cool.
We cool. We cool.
Oh, yeah. And they made up just like that.
No.
Yeah.
pull your cursed item?
Yeah. No, I
No.
didn't.
You doing your job?
I looked it up and chose it, and then I didn't.
And then 19 enemies appeared.
And then that
The
happened.
cursed items?
The cursed
Yeah.
item. I rolled it, and there it is.
How do you guys get through anything?
I was
This
gonna,
is- you
that's
can't
right.
get a break.
I was also
Welcome.
gonna roll
Yeah.
who got it.
Well,
It's fun though. Gives us things to do.
Yeah, this is true.
Because we're terrible at
This is
progressing
going
story.
to Tarragon. Tarragon.
To Ragnarok.
oh yes.
This is going to
That
you.
is also what I'm going to call it.
Yes.
This is the totem of Sergio,
Oh, Sergio sounds hot.
an ancient necklace that when the wearer feels a strong gust of wind, a shirtless man with a golden instrument will appear.
That is
Forcing the wearer's
instrument?
friends and foes to have a strong desire to stop what they're doing and dance to a smooth jazz.
Ah.
Yeah. So, as a necklace,
Yeah.
a totem. Yeah, that's on. It can be on a necklace.
It can be like Kenai from Brother Bear. He has a totem.
Yes.
I'll
So
hang
it's-
it right next to Garrick's ashes.
Oh.
Around my neck.
So it's in the shape of like a soprano saxophone, but then
Cool.
it goes off into a nice
Tight.
beaded necklace, and it kind of just floats down from the heavens and dawns on your neck.
What the fuck?
And immediately you feel a gust of wind flow through the chambers.
Woo!
Does it bring her up? And she's like, woo. She's flying.
It's like a thermal in here.
Suddenly
It's like when you see seagulls. When you see seagulls going like this.
No, I didn't. That was not. That was actually cries of terror. No. That was above games. That was both
That's 'cause they were
laughing. That was
fighting.
not Sarah laughing. That is a big difference.
That's GM discretion. question, but I think.
I believe it was you laughing.
So wait, what is the good thing? It's not even that good.
You have
Compared to the fact that these porgs won't die.
So, out of the troll's backpack, more kittens have now jumped out, and they begin eating the porgs around.
No! What are you doing, man?
But as one porg is ripped to shreds, like the cats are just like ripping them in half, and then the porgs are re-solidifying into two, and they're just more and more and more and more and more porg.
Holy
So if we're going to put
But they're on our side, right?
Yeah,
So that's not so
I
bad.
think it's good. She just hates them.
Is there numbers that we're going to put on them right now? I know they're growing exponentially, but
Right now, there's 6 more than there was.
Okay, so there's like 13 of them. It's great. I'll figure out a way. I'll get out of this somehow. I mean, this is so great. I love the fact that they're growing more.
Okay. So, a gust of wind blows through the chamber.
Yeah.
And this a shirtless man with a saxophone comes in. You hear.
Tarragon bites her lower beak. Just.
Can you?
Yes.
That is. Do you feel the tenderness in the ovaries?
Do I have those?
No, you have a cloaca.
Oh, see, I don't.
Oh, I can see it from here. That's cloaca.
I have to go to bed now.
I have an aching cloaca.
Hashtag me bags, Montana micropeers states. The Himbane River is the main recreational region of Hope County. Its area dominated by the eponymous river. Its landscape mostly consists of bungalows and hot springs and eats of porg.
So now there's.
So there's 2 now.
So wait, so God damn it, you bastards! So it's,
Holy crap.
so wait, you
Here's a
eat?
hashtag cucumber in honor of me finally having a place to move to in about 2.5 weeks. I should be there. Hopefully for good. Woot. We'll have to play a few Hero Clicks games once I move, and Matt better have a burrito for me. Yeah.
I got you burrito!
He's got a
Burritos
burrito
are
for
very
you.
good.
All right.
So if you eat one, then the
two
two,
things
so
that
it's
I need to
actually
happen.
subtract one.
Yeah, you
so.
subtract one.
So
So
it's
you-
really
you
just
add
adding
one.
one every time.
Yeah,
okay,
it's adding
that's
one every
easy.
time.
Unless we like
I had
kill
an
a
idea
whole
about
bunch,
it.
and then it's just like.
Don't give some ideas.
You would take away the regular number and just add double the number, so you're just adding the same number.
True.
Cat.
You ready?
Can I have my minute?
I mean, you could.
And then can I have mine after that?
So I would also like 1 minute as well, if we're taking bits.
I just need 30 seconds.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I get mine though.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about not, but okay.
Bitch, they paid for it.
They did.
Uber paid for it. He's gonna be here in 2 weeks.
That's true.
So all right, you
He'll
better do
fight
it.
you.
He
I
will
know.
fight you.
You ready?
Yes.
Hold on, before. Fine, I won't.
This shield is cozy.
I won't help you by telling you exactly what enemies are available.
He
I have a
doesn't care.
plan.
Okay.
Oh.
Fine, I won't tell you.
I will ignore
It's not
you.
a good one.
I was gonna tell you who's here. We're fighting.
That's not gonna
And
matter.
Okay, fine.
Go.
Okay. A light beams down on Tarragon, and she
Ooh.
starts to like glow like in a Game Boy game, a la Pokemon, and she begins to evolve to her next form. And she's basically now a Velociraptor, but she still has wings. They're like leathery. I know it's backwards evolution. Go with me here. And, so she's like a giant flying Velociraptor or a Crocodile. So now she's got like fucking dinosaur mouth instead of a beak.
And claws. And claws.
And claws. And then suddenly,
So hot.
Annie, the sandwich bringer, has a giant. He doesn't bring sandwiches this time though. He brings a little bag, or actually a really big bag full of tons of little tiny lightsabers that are porg-sized, and he gives them out to each and every porg. Like little fun batons. And then Colonel Sanders, I fly straight down to him, and my lower jaw grabs him by the junk and just rips straight up to the throat. I bite down on his beard and facial hair, and I pull his face off. And then I go after the other bird eaters. I set myself up to kill them next.
All right. That was lovely. I understand that reference.
By the way, the tiny sabers was my idea.
It was.
That's my idea.
Good job.
Teamwork. That's teamwork.
It's
Make
very
more
lovely.
dream
It's
work.
good. It's good. It's good.
Bam.
All right.
So Colonel Sanders is 100%
He's gone.
He's in half and dead. Very dead. So yes, Mr. Sanders, there you are. No, that's Shy Guy.
They're also
Oh.
busting you for laughing again in the chat.
So, I know, I get it. So, does it exponentially grow if I laugh, or is it just the one time that's activated?
That's up to the GM.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Let's see. Shadow Walker's laugh with the ability to warp the reality and bring more
Why is
kittens
it like
to
this?
eat.
Like this?
Caveat for
Yeah.
porg killed. Okay.
Whoa.
No, I agree.
What was that?
I think it's dependent on how much laughter you do, and I'm gonna say you didn't laugh as much as before.
Thank Christ almighty. All right, great. So I just want to understand. If I laugh again, so then it's like for everyone there's 2. If I laughed again for everyone there's like 3. And so for everyone it's 4.
Oh no, sorry, that's not what I meant. It's like the,
That's funny though.
Huh? That would be funny.
Hey.
But what I was meaning was like how big a laughter you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will
Like the
be the amount of
laugh-o-meter?
porgs that will, the amount of kitties that will kill the porgs, and then.
So okay, so I'm going to just trust you to do whatever you're doing, and
Yes.
Montana Mike shows up. So really quick, Montana Mike is this dude who's a cannibal. He talks like this, but then he does like nature documentaries where he talks like this. Right?
That's very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Montana Mike also an enemy, or did he just show up to eat a porg?
It was a hunter, so it was a GM override, so I think he just showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's great.
He showed
gonna
up
fight
and eat a
him?
Hey,
porg.
dude, over there, just stay out of it. It's totally fine.
Yeah. I'm like, is he gonna fight us, or is he gonna eat the porgs?
No, don't eat the porg. More porg will pull up. That's terrible. We don't want more. We'll drown.
but
There's a finite amount of space in this cave, and we will drown in porg.
And the Shy Guy Express guy is taking up most of it.
This is true.
So you actually you see him eat one of the porgs, and then
Christ.
you hear like gurgling in his belly. And,
Okay, so this is versed now. I like this. This is good.
and you see like
Oh my god.
his stomach starts swelling up with more and more porgs. It's just like chest bursters coming out of him with more and more porgs.
I like to
That
think.
was pretty cool. I'll say that. That was pretty cool.
I like to think that his belly button just turns into a pork gun, and it just goes just out of his belly button. That's fine.
So, like, how many? Not that I'm keeping track, but how many come out of him?
Out of him, 4.
Okay, so that's great. Okay, great.
So right now I'd say there's around like
Have the
25
best
on the
job.
field. Or something.
Okay, so that's cool. No, it's great.
It's just like in
Maybe I
Hellboy
should
where you have to kill all of them together, or else.
It's just, yeah, no, I'm going to get a very large net and drop them all into a burning vat of lava, and then they can just keep populating in the lava,
It's a
and it's like the Greek myth where they keep getting the birds that come and eat them. That's the irony, actually, is that it's, in that myth is a bird that eats all of his kidneys or whatever, but this will be just an endless cycle of pork dying. You're welcome. This is now. I had a quest to get the scepter of time and shit, but now I'm going to just find a way to kill all of these porgs. Thank you very much, Internet. You are the best, as always. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So it is now. I think it's Lidar's turn.
Yeah, it's been like a half an hour since I've done anything.
Well, we've only gone through the order once,
Okay,
and then he went, and that was
I'm
it.
gonna run. I'm gonna. What was I gonna do? Oh! I'm gonna run towards Uber-Baldi. I'm gonna run and I'm gonna slide on the ground. And I'm gonna take my great axe and I'm gonna slice him across the Achilles tendon while I'm sliding.
It's my realm.
And the whole time I'm going bum 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 bum.
And the camera does a
Are you
pan
sliding
around.
on
and
your
just like,
shield?
Yes, I'm sliding on my shield.
Okay.
And I think I went from Avengers to Superman thing.
You went to Back to the Future.
But
right?
that's
You rolled a 5.
Ooh.
Oh wait! Plus 7.
12.
12.
12. 12 to hit the guy? No, that will not hit.
That's okay. I miss. And then I go back.
You actually slide on a few of the porgs and you squish them into the ground.
Aw, babies.
So there's now about 35.
God damn it! This is
So
crazy.
while I'm finishing my slide, I go, oh, I missed. That's okay. Boom. And I toss my shield to the back of his head.
14.
Yeah, that worked.
14 plus your... Yeah, that's going to hit with your modifiers.
Yeah.
So roll your damage.
1d8 plus 4.
11.
11.
Love one.
Okay. He's getting really down there. He's
Just
looking bad.
that one.
Yeah, the
Are
other
you guys
one
gonna do
really haven't
something, or
touched
am I gonna take care of this whole thing?
I believe I killed Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
You did, but you did it with GM power, so that's
did.
kind of a cop out.
But now I'm a velociraptor.
You are Velociraptor Mageddon.
Go.
I'm a
Velociraptor Mageddon.
Yeah, you're like a 2 now, because you're like disgusting looking.
Oh.
Nah, I'm still.
Yeah, let's
I'll
roll,
vote for
roll
you,
for
hold
new
on.
hotness.
Reroll
Roll for new hotness.
for Terraga Ragnarok. She is now a 2.
Yep.
And your name is now Terraga Ragnarok.
I no longer want any of that cloaca.
All right.
Terraga
One of the bird eaters
Ragnarok.
is going to run. Well, are you still flying, Tarragon?
Terraga Ragnarok.
Yeah, I still have wings.
So okay, but you came down to
She has
to
evolved.
I did,
go
to
after.
finish off
So he's
Sanders.
going to try and eat you. He rolled a 9, so I don't think that's going to work against your AC.
Nah.
He's got a multi-attack. Oh, that one
What's
hurt.
your hit points, by the way?
My hit points
Yeah.
are 13.9.
That's
So
not
he
great.
does.
What am I?
He
Where
does
you
3
at or what
points
you
of damage to you. Tarragon.
Yes, I'm listening.
Well, Amber's not. 3.
I was telling him how many hit points he had. Besides, he went, Tarragon. Tarragon. My name's not Tarragon.
Don't you write them down?
What?
His hit points.
Yeah, that's why I asked him how many he had.
Well, he now has 3 less.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Fuck with me, Ryan.
So he basically
I need a tie.
he runs up to you and bites you around the neck. Now that you have a nice long
Thank you.
Velociraptor neck, he just sinks in his teeth, but it's not enough to do a lot of damage because you still got scales.
Yep.
It is now Theron's turn.
Yeah, so, good. So I know that somebody's taking out the big troll. The colonel was ripped in half.
There's a
But
giant
I
shy
see,
guy that hasn't
one
gone
thing
yet.
that angers me more than anything else,
Oh yeah.
and that is this undead zombie. That is, as I know from the Nick Nickerson con.
That's right.
Like I said, I've killed at least 30, 40, like 100 of them, because they're like the scum of the universe. So I see that one has come back from the dead. So I tell myself, my work was not fully completed, because he's come back. So the proper way to kill a Nick McNickerson is to defile them. So first I need to kill one, and then I will worry about that in a minute. But I'm gonna take out my bow, and I know that he's a zombie, so I need to shoot him in the head.
Okay.
So I'm going to take out a bow and
Roll
that
an attack.
is that is another 11 plus the 9, so that's 20.
20.
That will hit. That will
That's
hit.
good, and that is 6. So plus the 4 plus the 3, so that's 13.
13.
13 damage?
Yeah. So straight to the forehead and the brain.
So it goes straight into the forehead.
Yeah.
And you just start stumbling around. You see the
That's what
eyes
you
just
get.
roll into the back of the head.
Yes.
But like the sorry, the neck kind of drops off to the front a little bit, but he's still staggering just a little bit around. It is now.
Second action.
Oh yeah.
So
Sorry.
it's the 35 porgs that I have. It just almost pains me to say it.
Okay.
And I know that there are ramifications and we need to get out of here, but there are 3 of the bird eaters.
There's bird eater
So
1, 2, and 3.
clearly the best way to kill them is to have them overload on eating the pork.
Yes.
So I'm going to command the pork to go directly into their mouth.
Okay.
So that they slowly die from. They are going to just keep eating them and eating them until like their throat gets clogged and then they die.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm telling them to do. Granted, again, I know pork can fly because they're useless, but they have lightsabers now.
They do have
They have lightsabers and
good.
they have claws, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
They can crawl.
Yeah, I see.
Crawl up there.
So, I want you to say heads or tails.
That is, this is the head is going to roll.
Okay.
So we're going to go with heads.
Heads.
Yes!
Yay.
I don't know if that's good or not yet.
So, okay. You see your fleet of porgs
Growing.
range their attention from the troll over to the 3 bird eaters.
Yeah.
They all start running that way, and some of them are like tripping over themselves, accidentally activating some lightsabers.
Of course, yeah.
But luckily, it's right around all their ankles, and so it's just like you see the little, and you just see the 3 bird eaters get shorter and shorter and shorter. And then
beautiful.
eventually just falling onto the ground, and you just see piles of porgs just getting on top of them.
Yeah.
Zoom.
All 3, right?
That is good.
Yes.
Oh, dare I ask how many of the Porg brethren died in this? I.e., what is my total count of...
Your total count now is there's 42 of them.
Good number.
And they all have lightsabers.
and they all.
Because the lightsabers multiply too.
Lightsabers.
That was not part of it.
It's not...
Yeah, it was.
You don't know the rules of lightsabers?
Yeah, you don't know the rules.
No. Only the original like 20-something have lightsabers.
Yeah, but when those die, the other ones pick them back up.
I feel like when they die, it's like, you know, in the movie The Fly, when Jeff Goldblum goes in and the fly goes in, and what comes out is now a Jeff Goldblum fly. It's like a porg and a lightsaber go in, and now they have like a lightsaber arm.
A lightsaber flipper.
they're just killing each other.
Yeah.
Yes, they're like, oh,
Like
sorry.
trying to fly, and they're just cutting themselves up. Yeah, this is good.
That's adorable.
So sad.
Disney, you're welcome. You can send your checks to Perception Check for the next movie. Just have that. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
There you
just
go.
basically an episode of Minions, but
Yeah,
just with
yeah.
porg lightsabers.
The March of the Porg, and it'll just be 1 hour of that, and I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
And then the end is where they realize that Porkins is actually the Porg commander.
Oh.
That is a twist.
That is a twist.
What the twist?
He just
We
exploded
can get
into a
M. Night
cloud.
Shyamalan to direct.
He's not doing any cigarettes now, I think. He's very cheap, I think.
So,
Perfect.
So you managed to use your porgs very effectively.
Very good.
It is now difficult terrain for everyone in the cave. So everyone has
so
It's
disadvantage.
the curse of having this many Porg.
Yeah. So heals are.
Tried to warn everyone, they didn't listen, but it's okay.
There's porgs everywhere around your feet, everywhere in the cave. There's
Perfect.
still a troll trying to go after Theron. There is a shy guy taking up most of the room.
Oh, yeah.
And there is still.
A Montana Mike with a Porg cannon belly.
He's just standing out. Well, he's basically dead because you can't have that many porgs inside you without
I'm gonna erase him
being
then.
alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And since Nick McNickerson is still alive.
He's a zombo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
Juice. Okay, so I would like.
Are you okay?
He's fine.
This asshole just spit on my face.
He does that. He does that.
What?
Wipe it off.
You stop filling me up.
Just trying to hang out.
Wow.
Aw.
Taking this.
Okay, so question.
Yes, I believe in you. You
So
can do
my
it.
little porg, did he come to me? Or is he coming
There's
closer?
so many porgs now. You're not sure which one you call.
I don't care.
There's plenty to choose from.
Does it come to me? I need to know before I go on my turn.
Roll an animal handling check.
Another one?
Yeah.
I got a 15 total.
Okay. You call over 3.
I just wanted one.
Too bad.
Fine. All 3. I'm like, come up here. Up on my shoulders. Thank you. Okay, bye. I just want them on my shoulders.
They can't fly.
They can climb. I'm tiny. I'm this big.
Okay. You're weighted down by 3 porgs.
It's fine. Okay, so yeah. I would like to do my short bow
Okay, with disadvantage.
like this
Got it, Mimi, you got it.
into Shy Guy's meat. I got a 3.
Okay.
Plus 6 is numbers.
Gotcha. It
9.
still hits him, but he's so big that it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I do damage? No, it doesn't do damage.
I just want to remind you guys that you're playing D&D.
I was playing D&D, Zach.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
I'm doing fine, thanks. You're still here?
You're playing D&D.
Yes, I know.
oh,
Very
oh,
well,
oh,
thank you.
yeah.
I'm a velociraptor.
No!
That's
Wow.
Zach was
Chunk.
Oh my God! Yes.
Chunk. Now's the time. Join me. Join forces
babe.
against Zack.
So, Theron,
But I have my porgs now. I'm
you
happy.
see
Come to me, Chunk.
about 30 more cats jump out onto the
I
ground.
know
Of
how
course,
he hurts
yes.
you, Chunk.
Great, great.
We can end
So
this.
the amount of porgs is now up to about everyone's ankles. Yours is about your waist.
My waist is
Yeah.
this little sea of porgs. That's cute. That's cute.
And now also the shy guy is just kind of whenever he's moving his feet at all, it's like more pork, more pork.
Great, great, great.
It's
We
like
need to get out of here.
Bellatrix Lestrange's vault.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Just porgs.
All right. Did you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, because they didn't hit.
You
I
done?
hide with my porgs.
Okay.
I pet them.
So the troll is going
He
to
took your
make another attack against Theron. He
Oh,
rolled a
Christ.
3. That's not going to happen. The shy guy.
Oh no.
It's squishing
Took it
porgs.
though.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm hiding.
Okay.
Why?
Do I make one too?
Why bother?
You're in a place that it wouldn't hit, so you're fine.
Pathetic.
You got an 18 and you got a
Dexterity?
9.
Plus one.
Dexterity save.
Plus 2.
19.
So
Like it matters.
11.
11.
11 and 19.
16.
16? Okay. So the only one who doesn't succeed is
Hiding.
Tarragon.
You're the one that's
Right.
flying.
Well, because he's taking up a lot of the room.
She, thank you.
No, Shy guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a he.
Yeah.
So,
Shy guy.
Yeah.
it
Shy Galaxy
basically,
Bus.
you see him trying to just nudge out of the space that he's been worked into, and the ceiling starts breaking apart.
Dang.
The stone stalactites start falling down, and they clip you in the wing, Tarragon, taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage
shit.
as one
That's
falls
crazy.
from the sky.
No. I mean,
All right. It's now Tarragon's turn again.
all right.
Back to the top of the order.
This isn't gonna, it's not gonna metal.
I'm going
Nah,
to,
that's aluminum. It's not
to
metal.
use
metal.
my
Oh,
maul.
I mean, it's not.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
use my.
metal.
It's not metal.
Yo, DM.
What? I'm not listening.
I know.
You yell
Oh,
at
we're
us.
playing D&D though. Oh, we're playing D&D. Let's punish these guys. This asshole. Running the game here.
Just want to point out while it's happening,
There's so many cats.
there's so many cats.
So many
What? No, God damn it!
So many.
This is bullshit.
So the port actually, Hill Zero is up to about your chest now. Everyone else is like your
I'm
waist.
just hugging them.
There's
I'm
just
so
porgs
happy.
everywhere.
Oh, so that's right, because you're small. No, I get it. Yeah, that's like,
I was just being.
Just, yeah, okay.
I like to try
no.
and get up so I
Oh,
can
no.
like crowd surf on them.
Okay.
I just want to crowd surf on them.
Yeah, you're light enough that it just like there's an ocean of porgs that it just happens. Okay, it is.
Then I could take daggers. It's like
Thank you, buddy.
Yep, yep.
That is
so kind.
So that was the shy guy. Yes,
It's my
and
turn.
It's your turn.
Hey, top of the order for the 3rd time.
Yep,
That's
yep.
it.
Yeah.
Just 3.
Yep.
This is good.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
No,
we're
we've
getting
killed
through, we're
like
getting
so
through.
many dudes.
We're getting through. Your porgs.
There's
They're
gonna be
doing...
no more of those crazy, stupid, annoying sounds when they send more at us. I believe it.
I would like to take my mace in my velociraptor hand and bash Shy Guy in the junk.
Okay,
What's the-
so you
what's the
take a
kitten
little
count?
canister and you spray.
How many kids do we have?
How many kitties do we have?
What?
How many kitties does he have?
He doesn't have them. They just kind of come into being.
Well, how many are they? How many do we have?
Pick
a number.
Right now, I would say there's probably about.
No.
Well, you can't tell because they're under the sea of porks. So you can hear probably about. Shut up!
Just give us a number. 20.
87.
87.
That's good.
Perfect.
That's good.
There's
87
kitties.
kittens.
Can I
Okay.
make my attack now?
No, you're so impatient.
Yes, he can.
I would like to take my
No, you
mace. What?
Go.
Really?
He's just being a dick.
I know. I'm gonna take my mace, my maul.
Mama.
I'm gonna bash Shy Guy in the junk.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
+5 to hit.
With
18
disadvantage.
and 12. What?
With
Why?
disadvantage because you actually have to walk over to him.
I fly over to him. I have wings,
fair, that's
dude.
fair. Okay, never mind.
18 and 12 plus 5 is 17 and 23.
17 and 23 will both hit.
What's the damage?
Huh? 2d6 plus 2.
For each?
Enough in the space for that info.
For each?
I was thinking real hard. Good.
For each? 2d6 plus 2?
Yes, each.
Okay, so
2d6
12 is one of them, and then 8 is the other one. So 20 total.
Wow.
Is that any of his
Die, Shy Guy.
junk that's left? That is a lot of damage to one's junk. I don't know.
was.
Yeah. Was that the 20-foot length, sir? Was that? Then there might be a bit more.
What once was a nut sack is now a pate sack.
Ew.
That's bad.
High fives. That is good.
Thank you.
It's the balls, and there's no more. It's good. I get it. That translates across cultures.
So you
You're so nice to me. Even I didn't like that joke.
You take your ball and you just bring it right into his crotch. And it's a very easy target to hit anyway because it's a 20-foot shot guy.
At least like an 8.
Is that the sound of your mace or his balls? What's going on there? Is he doing the Rocky beat the beat? I like it. That's good. Yeah.
You just hear this overwhelming no, and you see the creature.
I know it's happening.
You see the Shy Guy just lean forward and start coming down. I need you, Tarragon, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
Scheiße.
18.
Oh,
18?
no! Plus
Okay.
2.
20.
So you fly out of the way just in time, and you just the entire cave just rumbles and shakes. Everyone's kind of almost thrown off their balance.
That is crazy. What is going on?
and as you look over, there's this gigantic Shy Guy that just rolls over and squishes almost all of the porgs.
Except for the ones
Good,
holding
great. Almost all. It's awesome. Then if they can't come back, if there's, it's like reverse Highlanders. You need at least one, right? Since the houses, I don't. So it can always be at least. There needs to be at least one.
So it doesn't get quite all of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, because there's the ones holding me up for crowd surfing.
Exactly.
We're in
So
the
you're-
corner hiding.
Yeah. So there's about there's 30 of them that are holding up.
We're going to die in a room of porgs. This is ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
Hey! Ba-ba-da.
No.
Hashtag enemy Zach appears looking strangely like good old Bartholomew Bob carrying a shield that looks strangely like a Captain America shield, and comes in yelling in a Spartan voice. This is DnD.
This is DnD!
So yes, coming in from the front of the cave, trying to push his way through all the porgs, just like kicking them left and right, and just shouting with his Captain America shield above his head. This is DnD! And comes into the fray.
Got him in the
You
throat.
got it.
20.
He's
So, do you need like a throat lozenge or some sort of?
Just like slap him on the back.
Just yeah, okay, buddy, it's okay. Just get it out. Get it all out. It's. Someone some water. That is.
I think you collapsed his
You can
trachea.
just that is.
Good.
Yeah, good. I lost my shield because of him.
That's true.
It's in the other room, you fuck!
But it's not here.
But it's not here.
Okay.
No, it's this enemy has it. That is what I heard.
Oh.
So if anything, we just got to kill him and then you get
And then take it back.
First we kill the fake Zach. Then we kill...
Shit. This is getting dark.
I mean, what? This is a game, guys.
Okay.
My thing turned off.
So the zombie. What? Okay. The zombie. Macmisterson? What that guy?
Nickerson. That is his. Maybe I added a few more, but it's okay because, like I said, there's a scum of the universe and it doesn't matter. So just you can say him fuckhead or head fuck.
Nickety Dick McNickerson.
Yeah, so that is also the same. That's what I said. I killed at least like 80, 200 of them. It's totally fine.
So he's going to attack you.
Oh, it is. I guess it's true.
He does 5 points of damage to you.
Oh no. Okay. All right. All right.
All right.
Zombie.
And now it is your turn.
This is great. So before anything happens, so I have just so many pork, and I still control the pork at least as best as I can. So I see that Zach.
Yes.
I don't know what the description was that you said. I think it was, what is the word? Douchebag? Zach's a douchebag? Is that what you said?
I didn't say that.
Zach's the
Ryan said.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That's what Zach said.
Ryan said it.
So Zach's a douchebag, or as we say mythically in my homeland, a Baron douchebag. He has the shield, but as we all know, the Baron cannot have the shield. Only a captain of true heart can have a shield. So at this point, there's like way too many porks, and I'm telling you, this is a problem, and we will need to do it.
Yep.
It's called population control. Look into it; they are a menace. But there's so many that I'm going to have them take the shield from the captain.
What's that, Matt?
No, I'm finishing this. Get out of here.
Go for it.
They take the shield from the captain, and I don't tell them to bring it to me. I tell them to bring it to my friend. Is it a lidar? Yeah, that is it. And so there's like they've already learned how to do like a wave with you and carrying you. They learn pretty quick because they're actually so dumb that they're actually smart. And so they crowd surf the shield over to my friend.
Okay.
Yes.
Her LiDAR.
And suddenly the shield appears.
Yay! Put it over here. Put it over here. This asshole touching it again.
I totally forgot what was going
I'm sorry, I did it too many times. This is a moment. It was so magical. Was it something that you needed to say about? No, okay.
I thought he was gonna make us go to break.
I thought it was
No, how are you?
And then quickly I shoot the Nick McNickerson in the face because fuck you. That is a 14 plus the 9, so that's a 24.
That'll hit.
That's a 7 plus 4, so that's 11 plus 3 is 14.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm scared.
You ready?
Oh.
Hashtag bird of fun with your pork slaughter.
Oh, wait,
That's
it's
your-
my turn?
You get a minute.
Okay.
You get a minute.
So
to do what you
after
do.
I've seen the crazy shields that comes, I actually been holding on to a secret incantation that allows the pork to no longer reproduce exponentially. I still have the numbers that I have, which is a lot, but I say it and it's no more. It's called retcon. It's a spell, and it says it doesn't. They can't do it anymore. But in the meantime, I tell all of the birds to go towards the troll. And he's already at his feet, so they start pecking at him. There's so many of them that also Shy Guy Express, who everyone knows that pork love, how do you say, is it crotch wounds? So they all just, it's like catnip to them. So they all just start going at Shy Guy's crotch.
Well,
and
he's
start,
dead.
They still eat it.
Oh,
I don't
see.
want it just specifies that they really don't like this guy.
Gotcha.
And then last but not least, there's Captain Douchebag. And so I just have them like just start pecking at him and start destroying all of his his feelings. But then I look over at my friend and I say, "Hey, this is for you." And then Ladar throws his shield and it just decapitates Baron Douchebag.
Bye,
And then
Barty.
finally, we're like, there's nothing left. We have just a room full of porks and us. And so now we are, I would say, best friends. Yeah. As I don't need any more time because that is it.
Good. Okay.
So he killed everybody?
Everyone is dead in the room except
That
for
is good. I like this game now. Now this game makes sense. It's all very good.
It is.
They are dead. This is literally half of this card is just people that are now dying. The pork have tasted. They like the crotch meat. Yeah.
They do.
I cannot overemphasize how much they kept eating it. And then magnificent.
So dumb.
So,
love when you
with
say
the
those
destruction of all the creatures in the room, we will take a break.
Yeah!
Tune in as we deal with more pork.
Roll it!
But if you're ever super stoned, you just go to Tommy's Burger.
All right.
You'll eat a quarter of a burger and be like, I've lived.
Took a hard left.
Let's go. Okay.
While you guys are putting all this like rocket-powered stuff, it's like you can launch into the air to this song.
Guys,
Yeah.
these are the best moments of our lives right
I
here.
feel like we'll remember this forever. I can't hear you, but I'm sure if I could, I would say, me too.
Guys,
you
Did you
got
hear that
rocket
distant
stuff.
mumbling?
You got rocket stuff that's able to make you do like cool breakdance moves in the middle of the
I'm like
room.
shooting out pulsar
Yeah.
beams.
What does this button on these boots do? Oh, I'm moonwalking! Whoa!
guys, I have a confession to make.
What?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything I've told you about myself is a lie.
You don't like coffee?
I was trying to impress you guys, but the longer I've hung out with you, I realized that you're not the cool kids either.
That's very judgmental of you. Squirt.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Do you hear that?
There's like an echo.
Sounds like.
Shake his hand. Shake
Oh,
his hand.
shake.
Shake his hand.
Hey, fist bump, jellyfish. Hey, fist bump, snail. Oh! Why would you do that? Why would you bite me?
Why would you tease me?
I'm sorry. I just thought we had built a rapport by now.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, if you were a pirate, would you have a parrot on this shoulder or this shoulder? I forgive you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Adorable.
It's okay.
That was really cute.
It's okay.
Okay. You could burn one of your.
Burn.
No, it's too early to burn.
No,
Way
burn.
too early. We got so many dice.
No, last time we didn't get through all of our burns.
But it's we've
Burn.
got so many dice.
Burn.
You're only going to be dropping 2 dice. I wouldn't.
Burn.
The
It's
rolls are
3.
success.
It's 3.
No, but we've got 1 home.
Okay.
But I
so
think
if I
we should-
burn, I get 2.
If you burn it,
even
you can
if he
re-roll
burns-
all
even
3.
if she-
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I mean.
If you burn it, you can re-roll all 3, and you have a chance of rolling something better. If you roll another 1, we may need to use that hope. I would suggest burning first, and then if we roll another 1, then we can use that last hope. But it's up to you because it's your mind that we're about to tear apart.
I mean, I wouldn't. I would use the hope, and I'd keep.
Totally
throwing
do
I
it
would
out.
burn. I would burn.
I would burn.
I would burn. I don't trust you. But I am going
Get it
to
moving.
burn. I'm going to be
All right.
brave.
Great.
So you're gonna bravely
gotta be in this
pull it
closet.
together, despite the darkness.
Yeah.
There's no one else in this house.
Oh, you
She's-
have to
we
work
hear
your
her.
your virtue into it as well. We're going by
Yeah.
order.
No.
It's up to you.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Just break glass.
All right. So.
Get down on the rope.
Great idea.
We
Okay.
can make it.
I
Okay.
oblige.
All right, roll a d20. See how this goes.
Great idea.
8.
14. So start describing what you were going to do.
Okay, so I'm going to tie one end of the rope to my belt, and then I'm going to hold the kite over my head, and I'm going to be ready to just jump off and glide to the other roof. But
you
before...
You jump off.
Oh,
And a gust of wind slams you against, slams you against the wall. And you fall to the second roof. Roll a d6.
Evangeline!
1.
Oh. Somehow.
My new
that big,
coat is
that
so
big puppy new
bouncy.
jacket saved you from broken ribs.
Are you okay?
I can't breathe. Call my mom. Call my mom. I can't breathe. I'll tie it off.
She sounds okay.
If you're gonna die, you might as well get high.
Oh, please, Flick. Are you really? You're just gonna do drugs right now? Is that a death stick, really?
It is just a little bit of spice. Leave him alone.
Great.
I gave that
You're
up a long
gonna
time
get an added setback to all your rolls. Fuck. Oh shit.
Whatever, man. I'm feeling real good.
I stand behind my family just as they stand behind me,
Yes,
and they are thicker than blood to me.
that's right. And I am most definitely their cousin.
Most definitely related to me in a very severe way.
I don't care if you're related or not. I just want to get the job done.
So then stop talking back.
Do you think I'm one of my child?
I do.
How do? Put your big boy pants on and let's get this done.
Do you have your big boy pants? Have you packed them?
Yes, where is your big boy pants?
I'm not gonna take this child mockery. Let's just go.
Oh, you're not gonna take it.
And I'm sorry. Here, can I talk to you for a
Somebody's
second?
got a tool.
Yeah, let me just
We'll
talk to
look
you for a
after
second.
Gemma.
Can you
We'll
keep
look
an eye on
after
Gemma
Gemma,
for
yeah.
me?
Seriously?
She's a little rambunctious.
Gemma,
She'll just
Gemma,
run off.
Gemma,
and
come
not
here.
stay.
Kids.
You just let her run off in the woods. All right.
I'm gonna pick her up and just.
Here, give
How
it.
big is she? How old is she?
She's 5.
I'm just gonna pick her up and put her on my hip.
Okay, you look after her.
Okay.
Yeah. Is
Hi.
Doctor? He didn't tell me you all were coming.
Well, he didn't tell us about you either, and you haven't said your name yet.
Oh, Mallory.
Mallory?
Yes.
All right. Well, Mallory, I'm Tandy. I'm
And that's my daughter, Gemma.
Gemma. She's
Baker.
darling.
Mallory Baker.
Mallory Baker. I'm Tandy Baines Ronnie.
Can we see Skinless Joe yet?
You turn around.
Does he have skin?
In this, yes, right now he does.
Dang it! I was gonna be like, oh man, is that your brother? Because he's always
Yes! I was thinking about something like that. Yours is better though. Yay!
They're brothers.
Hey, you're skinless and I'm inside out. We're the skinless inside out brothers. That would be our that'd be our sitcom. We're pitching it in LA. No one's taken it yet, but
If you work hard enough, somebody will pick it up.
Okay, what?
There's an
Oh,
incident.
there's dicks in my mouth.
Did you eat an entire can of like Vienna sausages or something? What are those?
I think so.
Oh, they're dicks.
sticks?
Oh.
I am next to her and I can't quite make it out.
Okay, if there's a medical emergency, flag me.
It's okay. I swallowed it. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You
I
swallowed
them.
dicks?
I swallowed all of them. They're in my stomach now. It's fine.
Stella, you swallowed dicks?
Yeah. It hurts, but yeah, I'm gonna drink this.
Okay, great. We're gonna
Usually
start up
does.
that simulation
Did you just tell
again.
yourself to okay? All right, I'm ready.
To them, and then he revealed himself. He takes down his cloak. This is the Alliance leader you've been tracking all season long. You recognize him by his silhouette underneath his cloak with his wide shoulders. He reveals a highly disfigured face, a body completely wrapped in bandages, as if the bandages are holding everything together. He was talking to Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa, telling them he was here to reclaim their family's legacy. Yes. I am here to reclaim our family's legacy. That's right. Mother, father, I am Thrax.
Whoa, Andros looks different. Oh, sorry, wrong cloak figure. There's Andros.
Oh God! Coop's dead! Coop's dead!
Calm down.
And we're gonna die! There's gonna be poison in the hole! Calm down! No, you brought us to a hellhole pit! I didn't know
You're
this.
a traitor! How do we know that you ever traded on us?
I betrayed the Empire, not you.
How do I know that? You've traded once, you've always a cheater.
I used to work at this medical facility. Do you think that I want to see all of my coworkers dead?
Well, you left them. How do I know that you weren't the one that killed them? They could have been freshly dead.
Doesn't mean that they weren't people with families and lives.
Chili, please, calm down, calm down, Chili, calm down.
Freaking out like this isn't going to get us anywhere.
Well, then do something about it, damn it.
Energy washes over the whole crowd. Diva talks, takes her head from underneath the table.
Classic Ryan. That was just. You gotta be right here, man. Right here. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Well, welcome back.
And Luke's pulling up
Oh,
a
we're
chair.
back. All right, great.
That chair is gonna break.
Well, if he's not gonna do it, I'll start it. Okay, guys, so just to talk over the incentives real quick, at every $20, you can drop in an enemy that
guys
we
are
must
very
fight.
good at that.
You're really fucking good at that one, aren't you? Proud of you. And at every $50.
Yeah, you said you were doing this.
I know.
Yeah.
Usually we never mind.
There's a banter.
At $50, you can give anybody a GM powers. You can hashtag their name, and we get to be GMs for 1 minute.
And for every $100,
You can hashtag meatbags and tell us what happens next. The whole sentence to tell us what happens next. It's like you get to be like Ryan for 1 minute.
No, they will be more successful than Ryan for 1 minute.
Because they have our undivided attention.
That's
with
right.
That sentence.
And every time we
Every
reach our
$300,
goal,
we reach our goal.
Shut the fuck up. Every time we reach our goal, we get to pull a curse item that you all have created, and then we'll sing a little song.
Sing a song. Sing a song.
Sing a song.
Our
Sing a song.
Our songs are always terrible.
I liked the Borg one. We were
Did you like
totally
the pretty good one?
all in key and knew
Yes,
all of
yes.
the words. It was
Yes,
good.
that's true.
Yeah, that was.
And we
don't
are-
go back and watch it because you missed it. That is definitely the case.
We are up to over 260 cursed items in the cursed drawer. So
Oh,
thank you
that's
all
a lot.
for your
That's
submissions. And
That's a
yeah,
lot.
so those were all from your doing. That will all happen because of you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
Now I know where to.
Oh.
You're back.
I'm back.
Congratulations.
You
Yes.
are back. Back
So,
again.
yeah, last where we
Chunk is
left,
back.
you guys had just
Hello,
defeated
friends.
several enemies inside this cave, and now are kind of swimming in an ocean of poles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now I thought it was friends. We're best friends.
Happening now.
From the ashes of two recently dead people arises a new hashtag enemy. Garrick Nick McNookerson.
So I told you, I totally forgot. I needed to defile him.
That's right.
That was what I said. I got so preoccupied with everything else. My bad. This time I got it. We can all take him out. I've killed enough. I've killed like easily like 200, 400 of these guys.
McNickersons?
And so just kills this one. I would defile it, and then we can move on.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
We'll keep initiative.
So, and yes, keeping initiative. So what you see basically happens since when you killed him, you decapitated him.
Yeah.
So when he fell back, he landed in the ashes of Garrick, and the ashes swirled up and made a head of Garrick, but it's still ash form. So it kind of looks like the Wakanda like nanites looking thing. Yeah. So and then he rises back up.
Nanotech.
And begins to start shambling your guys' way. Tarragon, you're up first.
What a sexy enemy. I would like to then take my my maul and go smashy smash.
Okay.
On
Go
his
Darth
stupid
on him.
face. 2 attacks.
A 2.
Plus 5.
And a 20.
Hey,
What?
that is it. One will hit.
Yeah. Natural
Will
20?
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Great hat.
So that's normally 2d6 plus 2. How you doing your disc?
4d6 plus 2?
No. You roll 2d6 and double the damage dice.
That is crazy.
4, 8, 10. 10 total.
Nice. Okay. So you just knock through the nanites, and just like the ash just goes in all the way into the air. It's just this. Yeah, it's disgusting. It tastes like.
I taste Garrick.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
No. But now the body is just shambling around like aimlessly. It is now
So
Lidar's
that's kind
turn.
of cute.
Go lighter.
Lidar. So I run towards him and I pick up my great axe, but instead of going up, I'm gonna go down and go boom, scoop up between his legs.
Okay.
17.
That will hit.
Plus 7.
Yeah, 24.
1d2, 1d12 plus 4.
1d2.
1d12.
1d2 plus 4.
12 total.
12 damage total? Okay.
Peace out, buddy.
Ah. Okay, so I need everyone to
How to defile?
Just close your eyes, turn around. This is I need like a few minutes.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't ready for zombies to appear, but this is just go with it. And then it's the stress of the battle. So I can't do it, but I have thousands, I think hundreds at least of these porgs.
Hundreds at least.
So I
yes.
command them to just defecate us all over the body.
Okay.
Everyone knows that birds poo and their pee mixed together. That's why it's so disgusting. They can't actually have real scheisses. So they all just shit all over everywhere.
Yeah.
Every orifice, every crevice. It's just hundreds of birds just. And once it's now just this
Like to plug my
ash-covered
ears.
mound of poop, I go, great, we are done here. I never foresee this zombie ever coming back again.
What?
And I did. We don't have to worry about it. It's clearly defiled in the right way.
Of course.
Oh, that's so much poo.
The smell of ammonia in this
Yeah,
room
we should
right now.
probably leave before time.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
So see, if I have two notes here, and they are the winter court and the staff of time. Let's talk about these things as we leave this cave.
Yeah, let's finally leave and start the story for tonight.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
They're good.
I would. Okay, so since you helped us kill all those guys, I feel like I can trust you now. That guy, no, the dead guy's dad.
Yeah.
Gave us this thing.
Cedric.
Yep, sure. Gave us this thing that he said would help us. So I think we should use it. And I throw it onto the ground in front of us. But I'm going to place it because it's heavy right now.
That is true. So you throw it about. You kind of go back out into the twilight.
I'm telling this while we're walking.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you get out of range of all the stench and everything.
It's very bad.
It's so bad. And you get back out into the everlasting twilight and throw it onto the ground. You see a crackling blue energy surrounding the disc, and immediately you see little projections come off of the disc's center, and it just
makes that noise.
Okay.
That is quite impressive.
Yes. A giant, 6-foot dome comes out. It's kind of like the time sphere that comes out when in Terminator.
Yeah. Singing you were talking about is the technodrome at first, and I was like, no, that's not what you're talking about. And it's okay.
Okay. So yeah, a bubble sphere kind of pops out in from the disc. You kind of get an illusion of what's inside, and it seems to be some sort of courtyard. And from where you're standing, you can see a slight obelisk that stands in the center of this courtyard. Yeah.
What do you mean by a slight obelisk?
Like, is it small? Is it like kind of
like in the distance?
Fuzzy?
It's
like
fuzzy. You can tell that there's something standing in the middle of the courtyard.
Translucent.
Not translucent. It's just it's shimmering like because of the way that the bubble is formed.
Okay.
Do we all see this?
Yes.
Before we step through, I would like to say, Cedric, the guy who I guess did these things, he said that this would show us the way and help us on our journey. So I'm gonna assume we're supposed to step through.
Again, I'm just running to catch up because we literally just met. We killed all these dudes.
Yeah.
It's a great bond of so the trials
Murder
of
bond.
combat.
Murder bond.
So you trust that we're going to walk through this and not like die or anything? This is okay to go. This is something we can walk to.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've taken our chances before. Haven't failed us.
I've got it.
So
I think I have a plan. I trust you, that you trust yourselves, that you know what you're doing. But I have hundreds of these small creatures.
Okay.
And I think maybe if you agree, we send them all in first. And as long as there's no sort of cries of terror or blood that comes back out, you know, it's good to go in. Yeah?
Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this
do
plan.
you like this? I know you're your brother, and is that a rude? I don't know if that's actually the case.
There's something like kin, yes.
Yeah, okay. So you're cool with me sending them in as some sort of like wave of body? I mean, advanced god.
Scouts.
Scouts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Scouts. Yes.
Go forth, my scouts, and they can walk in.
Make Mama proud.
So you start sending your army of porgs in. You have about 100 of them in line.
Yeah, so they are totally learned formations. So there's only like 20 lightsabers, but it's just like a phalanx of porg as they start marching in, and there's like one who's like the battle standard, but it's just like a lightsaber, and that's how they happen.
So they start walking in, and line after line of them are going in. You start noticing that the portal is shrinking as this is happening.
Oh shit! Oh stop! Sorry, Saturus. So how many of them made it? All of them made it in?
50 made it through, and the portal is now, the dome is about 5 feet diameter.
Okay, so I guess it can only take a certain amount of matter through. Maybe we should all go at the same time so that we don't leave anybody behind.
So unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to leave half of my army here.
That's okay.
I don't know ever what I will do. I guess I'll just keep populating in this room They slowly die from the crushed weight of themselves. This is good. I mean, so terrible. Okay.
Wait, no, they don't populate anymore. You enchanted them.
Oh, that's right. And now it's very real. Now I am somewhat concerned about their lives because I know. So now I'm okay.
You have a limited 50.
They can follow behind us if there's still portal.
Yeah, they could try.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We can leave them here and it's fine. We need to keep our rear guard. It's good.
Can I pull the portal in through the portal?
You can try.
Can I tie a string around this?
That is a very interesting thing. You could try to pull it through
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
Can I do that? Or is this a one-time use?
You could
Broken
possibly.
his brain.
Please reset the Ryan. No, you could pull it through, but you realized that how he charged it was with the sacrifice of his
soul.
life.
Okay, that's true.
So you
What is
could take
happening?
it through. You just don't know how you're going to get back. I mean, you don't know what.
Well,
you'll-
we got here, so we don't know how we're getting back home
Yeah.
anyway.
So I'm saying, yeah, you could take it with you, but
Okay.
yeah.
You just
I'm
need
not
to
going to.
sacrifice something to undo it.
Well, I mean, we can sacrifice so many things.
I know at least
But he
50 to 100 things that we could sacrifice anytime you want. You just told me.
I mean, that guy was super powerful. He was a super powerful, like, wizardy guy. So I think we would need to
He was
find
an
a super
archfey,
powerful
so-
wizardy guy.
Okay. So I look
So
at,
I'm gonna just leave it.
I look at one pork and I say, go becomes the greatest wizard you can possibly be. And just come back to me and find me like a homing pigeon.
Okay.
Once you have achieved this Sorcerer Supreme status. I'm totally not going to sacrifice you at all.
Okay. You see him like look wide at you, and just immediately run into the forest.
Into the portal? No, you idiots! God damn it, you're so...
He's into the forest.
Oh, in the forest! I thought you said it's a portal, and I was like, you dumb piece of shit! This is why I can't trust you with anything! No, it's a forest, that's great. I still say it, because I still think it, but it's all in my head. You dumb piece of shit, you'll never do it. You'll never make me proud.
Okay.
So as I say, it's the tough love.
So do we all grab hands and run through?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
We all go through at the same time.
Cool. So, with like a kind of a bloop kind of noise, you appear like walking through
Hair on me.
like walking through a doorway. You're just all of a sudden here, but there's no evidence of the shell, the bubble that you came through. It's just
Ooh,
you're in this
fancy.
kind of a mix of like northern lights above you and
The Aurora Borealis.
yeah, but it's also it's not just a green mixture. There's like some magenta and some light
Like
sand.
the Aurora Borealis.
Well, most of the times it's like a bright green, but
How many times have you seen it?
Yeah,
like a couple.
I can pull up a picture
Yeah,
and show you that there's
it's
pink.
fine. It's fine.
There's pink in it, sometimes blues.
Yeah.
I'm Aurora Borealis.
You're Aurora Borealis.
Anyway.
So all the porks that I sent through like dead or anything? Or they're fine, right?
No, they all have immediately
they're
swarmed
pecking.
around the obelisk, and they're just like pecking at it.
Okay.
Are they gonna evolve? Do they throw a little bone up there? No.
So I got the reference. It was good.
Oh,
We were just talking about it.
It's almost as if I wish there was 2001 of these porks. Then it would make sense.
Yes. However, it's an obelisk, not a monolith.
That is true.
Oh,
It's
anyway.
still one big stone, but
Good night, everybody.
Ryan
Wait,
has checked
wait,
out. That's the end of
roll
the
it.
show.
Okay.
Ryan,
Yeah.
wake the fuck up.
No, I am awake. I'm just tired of your shit.
Hey, fair. Fully fair.
Fairly fair. All right. So you look around. The obelisk stands in the center of this circular courtyard.
Yeah.
You see that there's the stonework above you. Well, not above you. The stonework on the ground surrounding the obelisk kind of highlights 12 points, as if the hands of a clock.
Oh.
And the 12 o'clock position from where you would be standing from, the point goes towards the front door of a very large stone structure with a circular front door. That is, in the very center of the door, there is a blue, what appears to be some sort of ornate door handle, but like intricately crafted from a glowing blue gem.
Is it like a hobbit door?
A bit bigger than that, but yes.
Okay.
Something similar to that. The door looks almost iridescent, like a abalone shell.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stone around it is kind of this shimmering blue. Everything, the entire structure is made out of this blue, a dark blue stone that you've never seen before.
So everything is blue. Letting you guys know.
When the blue Corvette, then everything is blue
What?
to him. and
They're
his,
singing the Blvd best song. Should we go up to this door, folks?
Yes, please God, let's just open the.
You can say that, you know. I don't have to be
I
the
knock
one
on
to
the
say
door.
it.
Let us in.
You knock on the door?
Yes.
Okay. You hear a very hollow echo from beyond the other side, but nobody answers.
I jiggle the handle and I try to open it.
All right. You touch the handle and the door swings freely. As you do, though, 1 year of your life comes off.
How do you know?
You see his face immediately just like
Dude, bro,
age a
you've
tiny
got a little bit of the crow's feet under your eyes.
That's okay.
You look like shit.
That's okay.
Just a year.
Bro, poor, orcs live for like 600 years.
I just made that up. I know.
It's not true.
Orcs actually, don't they live for like 40?
They're not great, yeah.
They're less than humans.
Oh.
They have short lifespan.
Well, that sucks.
That's why they
maybe
mature
you should
super
send some
early.
scouts ahead to see what happens if they go through the door.
Look, I have about 50 of them. This is good.
So like 20 of
is the
them.
door fully opened or like only?
It's open,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Send some porgs.
I'm going to.
This is like the bag of ball bearings, but with.
Yeah, it's pretty much. But they are now. Suddenly I regret the fact that they are only a limited amount. It's the bitter irony of this story. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to break them into smaller
ranks,
pork visions. So they have pork visions, and then they have their pork squads. And so, but
There's a
I'm going
couple
to send an
generals.
entire pork vision of them in, and it's going to be. So wait, if I send half of them in, that's 50. So I'm going to break
Now
them in.
it's 25. We only have 50.
I thought there was 100, and I sent 50 in.
You sent 50 in, and then you didn't have a chance.
So the other 50. So that's what I'm saying. We have 50s that are in this
in
area
this
with us. So I'm
portal.
going to break them down into teams of 10.
Okay.
So I'm going to send 10 of them in, because then that means I have 10 lightsabers. So one group has a lightsaber. Does this mass holds up? Yeah. So hold on.
Why
50 says it. Yeah. So they would have two. They'd have 2 lightsabers. This is the Warhammer part of me that's coming out. So I'm sending in a squad of 10 of them. They have 2 lightsabers in their squad, and their orders are to make pork noises if they see anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. You send them in, and nothing that you can discern happens to them. Yes.
How long does a porg live? What is their lifespan?
I would probably say 12
About one
years.
Wookiee.
About one Wookiee.
You want me to just hold one of them to hold the door?
Because I want to know if they're like, if they walk in and lose a year.
So I want one of them to just keep walking in and out of this threshold, just to see if like.
When does it die?
Is it, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
to see
okay.
if this is like a threshold thing or it's a door thing.
Okay.
And like maybe if nothing's happening, just keep tapping the door.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do everything with this as possible.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah.
His name
Okay.
is Gunther.
Gunther.
And
Okay.
he's going to do everything that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Perfect.
So you send Gunther in. Oh God, it's
What did
like
his accent keep
contagious.
coming
It's
for?
yes, that's his. That's his.
It's yeah. Okay, you send Gunther in, and Gunther.
So yeah, they're also same.
Yes, it's the same. So you send him in. He jumps like just like does hopscotch over the the door threshold. Nothing seems to be happening, but as soon as he starts like pecking on the doorknob,
he's like tapping at it. He's like licking it.
Yeah.
It's like rubbing his little pork butt all over it.
Right.
What happens?
So every time he touches the doorknob, you see like his feathers get a little bit more molty. And eventually, like after 12 taps, you see like the body just kind of decay, and a skeleton of a porg is just there's a little skeleton of a porg just reaching onto the doorknob, and you're just like,
should we make sure that our sample size is large enough to make sure that I'm going to send one more to do it, just to see if it's sort of randomized.
For science, yes.
For science,
For science.
yeah. This one is named Gunther 2.
Okay, Gunther 2.
Yeah.
So Gunther 2 comes up and pushes the other skeleton out of the way and starts playing with the door and tapping on the thing.
Yep.
Similar thing happens.
Cool, great. Okay,
yeah.
great. Okay, cool. So hey, don't touch the door.
Hey,
unless you want me to check again. Let's check again. Okay, check again. I'm check one more just to make sure.
Once is a coincidence, twice is a trend, thrice is
science.
Yeah.
Science.
So this is science. For science,
science.
Gunther Jr. It's Gunther's not actually his father. I don't need to work out the genealogy with you. So the son Gunther goes and touches the door.
Okay. Similar thing happens. Also,
I'm marking this. I have my sheet. I know how many there are.
Good.
This is good. Okay, great.
Yes. So
it's just 3 bone skeletons of
3 bones. They're just laying on top of each other now.
Yes.
Poor Gunters.
Yeah.
Maybe not Tarragon should touch the door. It's like a bigger animal sample.
Yeah, you're right, because they were smaller versions of
birds. So maybe a bigger bird should touch it now.
You were a giant orc who touched the door and it still worked. So.
That's true. That's true.
No thanks.
We should just walk through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll be second.
I will be behind him.
Okay.
I guess I'm first.
All right.
And I will bring up the rear with the rest of my pork army.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's go.
So Tarragon walks in first. Nothing happens as you cross the threshold. As you get inside, excuse me.
Oh, that is not ominous.
We find the piano.
You see before you, there's like a writing desk in the middle of the room.
Is it also a raven?
No. But from the ceiling, there is hanging a dwarven mechanical arm that's just writing on a scroll that is moving past the desk. And you see at the back of the room, towards the entrance of a hallway, this scroll is just continuously rolling on it to itself. And you see in from the floor is the start of the roll, but you can't see where it starts or ends. And you see that it's just continuously writing notes all the time.
Like a duck or something? I'd like to read it.
Okay. You walk up to it, and it's in a language you might not know. What languages do you know?
Aarakocran?
Yes.
Common?
Yeah.
And that's all I wrote down.
Okay. I don't know if this is the case, but I know how to understand Fiendish, if this is any sort of Fiendish.
You take a look at it, and it is not Fiendish.
Okay.
Is it dwarven? I'm assuming it's
that
dwarven.
would probably make sense.
It's a dwarven rig.
Is
it halfling? I can read halfling and undercommon.
Halfling and undercommon, but not dwarvish.
Not dwarvish.
Okay.
I'm not a dwarf.
Well, no, but you could have had like a summer class.
I know.
I knew I should have taken that.
I didn't go to school. I was raised on the streets.
Fair.
I don't like
So I have my boots.
Either way, it's not a language.
Shut up entirely.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Anyway, it's not a language that you are all familiar with, but it's roll an intelligence check. Anyone.
I do it.
You want to?
Yeah.
9.
9.
Okay. You can't quite make out what it's trying to take notes of.
I will do it.
Okay.
18.
Okay. From the amount of notes that are happening, which is staggering. Like, they're like every few seconds there's at least a paragraph written.
Dang, that's fast.
And it is definitely not in like full sentences. It's definitely some kind of shorthand.
Does it make
Because they're
pictures?
dwarves.
What?
Shorthand, because they're dwarves.
Oh my god.
As a halfling, I do not enjoy that that joke.
They're even shorter.
You're tiny.
But by the way that the penmanship is happening and
Is it like in The Shining, where it just says the same thing over and over again, but it makes pictures? And then it's just random.
Not quite like that.
That was the poem. Don't worry about it. They make that noise. You said it was about noon. This is what they do. Every time. If you didn't notice.
They're hungry.
Oh.
Oh no.
The piano.
Hashtag enemy, the piano attacks. It's the one from Super Mario 64. Run, you fools.
Okay.
Fly, you fool.
I can fly.
Yay!
What?
That's our next goal.
Why didn't you yell at you?
What?
Nah, he's not gonna. He knows we understood him. I want to see your bracelet thing.
No.
Oh, it's cute.
Okay.
I guess you should start off this song, Bert.
Oh, so this is.
Hey, Bert.
Oh
Hey, Bert.
no! Look at that! It's a piano coming at us.
Oh no!
Look at that! It might kill us.
Oh
That
no.
piano.
Look at that. A chord of doom is coming.
That piano.
A chord of doom is coming.
The piano.
Is it tuned?
We don't know.
Did somebody go ahead and do it? Tune
Is
it.
it a baby grand? Is it a regular piano keyboard?
Upright, electric, or percussion.
Melodica.
Is it in tune, and will it tune us out of our lives?
Nobody knows. We'll find out soon.
Holy shit.
This
Who's
is
songwriting?
boom.
We'll start another one. We'll start another one. No one deserved that. No one deserved that.
That was terrible.
Okay, so not me starting it off. We get that. That's great.
Cucumber started off.
All right. Once there was a little piano.
It grew up to be a big piano.
It learned how to play lots of songs and it entertained the masses.
But nobody sang its lovely song, so now it wants to eat our faces.
Killer piano.
Killer piano.
Killer
piano.
It's gonna kill us.
Is it gonna eat us? Is it gonna poop us? I don't know.
It might poop us.
That is the song that it sings when it comes for you. And so if anyone was GMing this piano, he would have to sing the songs exactly the same way.
Killer piano. Killer piano. It's gonna kill us. Killer piano.
This song is only slightly better than the last one we did.
Better than the last one.
Still, it's better than the pork song.
Yes, it is. You didn't like Killer Piano?
This is still fair enough. That is okay.
Yeah, there's so many ways you could have gone with that song. Like,
Well, I mean,
Wait. I remember how you sang when I was GMing Ryan. You can't talk about anybody's songs.
When he sings, you go, take it, and he goes, nope. That's how Ryan
At
sings.
least we tried. At least we tried.
Killer
I'm proud of me.
piano. That's gonna be in my head now.
all right, and
It's catchy.
the item, the cursed item, will go to Theron.
So shit. It's coming for me.
It's coming for you.
No,
So,
it's
the cursed
yours.
item.
The cursed item is mine. Yes. Is there ever any good curses?
Yeah.
It depends on how you think about this one.
So-
This
okay,
is the
alright.
crown of useless trivia.
Oh, great.
That's
this sounds
fine.
so important.
You are compelled to blurt out random useless trivia every time you speak.
Oh man, that would have been so good
For
Jason.
Jim.
That would have
Oh,
been great
don't
for him.
even get me started when you know that the airplane was invented before the zipper.
What?
What? That's cool.
I learned it.
Okay.
When was the zipper created?
I don't know.
The 50s?
No. They used to use buttons instead of zippers, and so...
Fucking archaic fools.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
You gotta do this. It's so much better.
So, don't mind me. I'm just going to look up some trivia.
Some trivial facts?
Yes. Okay.
And this is a crown that I have forever.
Until the end of the night.
Till the end of the night.
Great. Also, what is great is that the ice cream cone was invented at a world fair. As the legend goes, there was a man who sold ice cream and run out of bowls, and there was a man stand next to him who had waffles, and so they decided to make waffle cones.
Well, that's genius.
How about sugar cones?
No, that was invented
That was
by
later.
scientists who were trying to take over the world.
Makes
They
sense.
succeeded.
They are succeeding.
And how?
Okay.
Because now you can make ice cream look like little clowns with hats. That's adorable. Thank you, Baskin Robbins.
So the piano attacks.
What?
Okay.
I used to go stare into the cake fridge when I was little.
Okay.
And my little, I knew at 16.
Yesterday.
So,
This morning.
See, it's I don't know. It's growing on me the more I think about it. It's the song.
So the out in the corner of the room, you see as you're like off in your peripheral, you're watching this mechanical thing do its.
Killer piano. Can't call it what it is.
But the thing in the center of the room is not the piano. The thing.
The writing thing.
Yeah, the writer.
That thing's boring. You know why it's boring? Because Ryan made it. That's why it's boring. He didn't hear me because my hands.
No, he heard you.
You killed him!
You killed the Gerber. You killed the Gerber.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Thanks, Matt. I got it.
Aren't you paying attention, Matt?
Matt, did you fall asleep?
Killer piano! Killer piano!
Oh my God.
When you sing it the second time, it gets better.
Trivial fact.
It is a trivial fact.
But as you look off in the corner, you can see there's a grand piano sitting off in the corner, and the piano lid starts to open and close.
Does it have teeth? And angry eyes?
And the keys turn your way.
It's adorable in my head.
And the
Something
keys
from Nightmare Before
like
Christmas.
kind of separate and become two different sets of teeth. And it then begins
really
charging your
Two
way.
different sets of teeth? Like here and here?
That is
like,
pretty scary. It has the front row of teeth, and
Here,
then there's like a
Chunk,
second row
help
of
me.
teeth. Just like
So make some teeth,
sharks with their teeth.
and then, like, there's
they have
more
an
teeth.
infinite amount of
Rah.
teeth. They just keep
Like,
coming back and back and back.
Yeah, like that.
Wow,
They
Sarah,
never end
you
with
know a lot of
teeth.
things.
That's right.
I grab a pork and I throw it at it to see if it actually gets
Does
anything.
it catch it?
It like immediately sinks into the lid of the piano, and you just see feathers fly out.
Not enough data for me, so I pick up another one. And I toss it.
So wait, I got to mark this down.
That's two. That's two.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's another one. Just
Yeah, we need the third
but
one
you
for
see, like,
science.
Sir, we know how we do this, yeah. So,
this one it kind of like bounces on the rim a little bit and kind of, and then
there
you
any
see like.
Pianos have rims?
Yeah.
Are there any cats left?
No, they didn't come with you.
They were all under the porgs.
Yeah.
They got crushed.
But and then you see like
By the Shy
a porg leg fly off into one of the corners.
that is Team AFA is not doing so good. Just like
A team you sent in? Oh.
that is, I sent the best team in. Just like everyone knows that when you have to come up with trivia. You should figure that out before you say anything. There is.
Just think about your favorite movie and find trivia in there.
Okay, that is good.
That's what I do.
So originally, when they were creating Back to the Future, they didn't want to originally call it. Well, they wanted to call it Back to the Future, but the producer of the movie said it needed to be Spaceman from Mars. Is what the name was going to be, and so that's what they sent, and the studio was pushing it. So Steven Spielberg, how do you say the phrase? It's like a boss, wrote back a letter saying, "Haha, that's a very funny joke. We all got a good laugh out of it." Because he assumed a sale, and then the producer never brought it up again because he was shamed by Steven Spielberg. So that is your fun fact, because I said that as Team A, this is going to be really frustrating, and I'm not going to talk anymore right now.
Okay, so it is now Tarragon's turn. You see this piano is starting to roll its wheels towards you. And you hear the mashing of different notes, like kung, kung, kung.
Is the lid open? Are the strings exposed?
You can see the keys are making teeth, and the lid is kind of opening and closing when it's mashing.
Okay, I would like to use one attack to try and bash the lid open, and then I want to take my talons and try to rend the strings with my claws.
Sure. Roll 2 attacks.
Yeah.
16 and 20.
Plus 5 each.
Cool.
So the mall.
if I'm going dice order, I usually roll the purple one for you first, and then the blue one is the second one. So that one is the get the lid open, and then the 16 was the was the
talents.
The raking. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So it's 2d6 plus 2 for the lid. Wink.
5, 10, 12.
12.
12. And then.
And then for my talons, it's 1d4 plus 2.
4 total.
This is good.
Is that good? Okay. So, you knock the lid open, and you hear this screech from the badly oiled hinges, and it's
wow, that's quite a hinge.
Yeah.
And you see some of the teeth kind of fly off into space.
No, there they go. Into space. All the way to Neptune.
Oh my god.
What's our next song?
And then you take off into the sky and fly over on top of the strings, and you just pull across all of them. You manage to spring up about lower C up to middle C.
Okay, not bad.
And just boom! But it's still alive. It is now Lidar's turn.
Oh, I'm gonna smash it with my great axe. I'm gonna come up to the top of it and just go smash.
7 plus
7.
14.
14. Yeah, that'll hit.
1d8.
1d12 plus 4.
Whoa. 3 plus 4 is 7.
And again!
17 plus 7 is 24. 10 plus 4, you said?
Yeah.
14 total. 14.
And then I'd like to use my GM powers now.
Wait, what?
Little face.
What? Oh, no. Nothing? I just want to make it like a computer screen.
14 damage, and the piano.
Which piano? The regular piano or the killer piano?
The killer piano starts. It rolls on top of you.
Why?
Because you're giving me shit.
Because you're giving him shit.
Only him, though.
Yeah, only him.
Only him.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as
That's
the legs fall off the piano and fall on top of you. So you're now also grappled, basically. All right, it is now Theron's turn.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm going to take out an arrow. I saw that my friend was attacking the insides. I saw keys fly out and stuff. So I'm going to shoot for that same area.
Okay.
And hope to hit it. just like Apple had hoped that Halo Combat Evolved was originally an RTS game that was designed for the Apple Macintosh, and then the Microsoft came in and swooped it and said, haha, and then they turned it into a completely different thing. So now I'm going to roll. That is, that is a 5 plus the 9, so it's only a 14.
That's still gonna hit.
Plus 9 is a nice stat.
That is fun. There's a 4 plus this 3, so that's 8.
Okay. Boom. So you
Bye, killer piano.
you manage to get it right when it's like falling down, and the lid kind of opens itself right to you. You hit it right into a weak place in the soundboard, and you just see all the strings just boom. And
I guess that was the key
That was
to
dead.
victory.
Killer piano. Oh, in minor key. Wow.
I miss the killer piano.
Yes, so there's just broken piano bits everywhere. The soundboard has just crumpled itself from all the pressure that the strings were keeping on it, and just folded itself in. The mechanical pen writer is just writing away very briskly as this all happens. Just,
Is there another door in this room?
at the other end of the room, there's a tunnel.
Guys, are we supposed to actually know what this thing is writing, or should we just go down the
I would love to find out, but I don't have the wherewithal.
I don't know anything.
Make an investigation check of the room.
Investigation check.
11.
11.
Pot of tea.
For me?
Yeah.
Plus 0.
11.
11.
Okay, so you look, Tarragon looks around the room and sees a few, like mural type things, like more like an embossment.
I see some embossments, everyone.
So etched into the walls. And it's some sort of depiction of like the beginning of time.
Huh.
So you kind of get the sense that this is possibly a record room.
Is there a Rosetta Stone anywhere?
Is this thing just writing the history of? I think
Of
this
life?
thing might just be writing everything that's happening as it's happening, like the record keeper of the world, or some such.
Okay.
Well, that's my guess.
Wait, everyone don't do anything and see if it stops.
Let's all sing Killer Piano a bunch and see if it writes down something that matches that amount. Killer Piano.
So as you as you kind of get like a sense of when you don't do anything or when you start doing something, the amount of notes that it's taking increases or decreases, but it's definitely taking more notes than what you are doing.
I would like to learn how fuck is written, so I just go fuck until I can recognize the characters, and then I sketch them down for myself so I can use them later.
You there's so many like lines of text that are going by it so quickly. Maybe every 5 paragraphs that come through, you see that word pop in.
Yes. I win. I beat
You
the
have learned
system.
it.
Oh, and then I use those letters to start to unscramble the rest of them.
I'm gonna leave you here.
It's not really more of a word. It's more of like a couple dashes and like a certain signature. Like this is shorthand for something else.
Oh, this is like dwarven Morse code.
Dwarven shorthand.
Dwarven
Yeah.
shorthand. Clerk typing.
It's like.
Anyway.
Stenographer.
So it's just typing away, doing its thing, recording the world.
Okay, let's go in the
tunnel.
hallway. Yeah.
Very old.
Okay.
Moving on. Forward.
So you continue on into down the hallway, and you come across another round door, but there's no gem in this one. It's just a standard round door with a knob in the center.
Throw a porg at it.
Check for traps.
Okay, roll an investigation.
Oh, nobody cares about throwing porg. Where, I don't even know where I rolled that. There it is. 13.
Plus 0.
13.
So you do not find any traps.
Okay, there's no traps.
Just like the pork idea. So I'm taking the 2 lightsabers from Squad A and I'm giving them to Squad B. So Squad B has 4 lightsabers, and I'm sending all 4 of the pork at the door. And they're going to. One is in the front. He's going to push it forward, and so the rest is there to just in case there's like dots or some sort of crazy things. Fun fact is the reason we have the porgs is because when they were filming the movie. The Last Jedi, there were puffins, and so that's what they used to. The only reason they got permission to shoot is if they do not affect the habitat. So porg. Yeah, that's why we have them, I guess, and we have them here because we need bodies to grow at doors that suck your life. So, Squad A, let's go do it.
Okay, so just like trained acrobats, the 4 of them. Immediately rush up to the door and make a little pyramid, and the one on the top just kind of like with his flippers just turn the doorknob and it swings freely open.
Huh. Nothing happens to him?
Nothing happens to them.
You have to keep this squad
Should
around.
we walk through?
I walk in the door.
All right.
I'm
so
behind
the porgs get out of your way. One of them does the backflip off the top.
Cute.
And,
Good job.
yes.
Good job.
God, that's cute.
I accidentally step and kill one of them.
That's terrible.
I'm a big guy.
That's true.
It's fair. All right. So you accidentally squish one, and there's just little blood and guts around your foot now.
I pick up my foot and I shake it.
Oh.
And I start like scraping it on the ground, like on the edge of the door, so I can scrape the bottom of my shoe. I point at one of the porgs and I like pull my foot up and I go, "Is there anything left? Can I? Okay, it's clean. Okay, go. Okay, let's keep walking in."
You see one of the porgs actually like kind of go up to your foot and kind of like take off some of the excess.
Wow, they really don't care about each other.
It's almost as if one was being eaten in front of them. You wouldn't have an entire scene of just staring at it, and to have them keep going and staring. It's like so the first time the joke is funny, and then the second time it's like, okay, we get it. But then if you did it a third time, it's like, what are we trying to do here? Did you just leave footage in the movie? Is that editing it? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh boy.
Also, fun fact, it's called the very common scream in the Star Wars movies. In the other movies, it's called the Wilhelm, but it's actually, that's his name we call it now. That is it! And it's actually, its original name is Man Being Eaten by Alligator.
That one.
Oh, I'm glad you're special.
I'm excited.
What's it from?
So, it's just like a very old archive, and I think it's a movie. I can't remember it's a movie. It's some sort of Jungle Cruise movie.
Like Anaconda?
Yeah, it's like Anaconda, but like
Starring
old people's movies, and somebody gets, I guess, eaten.
When they would like wrap the snake around themselves and then fight with it.
Anyway, you walk into this room.
Like the battleship Potemkin?
Walk
and
into the
you
room.
see before you a floating hourglass.
DM powers.
Yes, GM powers.
Inside you see resting is on the bottom of the lower level, that thing.
Princess Jasmine.
Huh?
Princess Jasmine.
With her ponytail.
No,
she has such a high ponytail.
It's a small, it's about this big. But inside is
Princess Jasmine Rice.
That was dumb. The more you put it in your head, the funnier it gets.
That was a slow burn. That one took a minute, and it really just paid off in 4 different ends at the end. So that was good.
But no, it is like a gold powder inside, and the chamber at the top and the bottom is like a platinum metal. And as soon as all 4 of you, plus all your army of porgs,
we have a lot.
walk inside, the door closes and the hourglass flips. and the sand begins to run out. You begin looking around the room, and you see very right underneath the hourglass that is hovering in the center is a lever.
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of get the outline of maybe 3 other door exits.
Is it a dark room?
No, there's the actual hourglass is giving off enough light to illuminate this space.
So and there's a lever underneath.
There's a lever right underneath.
And 3 doors.
Is it like a joystick situation, like a stick shift? Are there different slots for it to go, or is it just like a one-way?
I don't know. You could roll an investigation check.
Running out of time.
We have 1 minute.
11.
11.
Okay. You go to look at it, and it seems that it's already one way, and you would be ratcheting it the other way.
Okay.
Ratchet.
Send the pork. Send the pork.
Send Squad E to one door, Squad D to another door, and Squad C to another door. And I say, pull that lever.
Okay. So you have the 3 different phalanx around each of the doors.
Yeah.
And then you have one of them go to the center of the room and pull the lever.
Yeah. It flips.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
So we need one squad to stay here permanently and constantly flips this thing back and forth to the end of time, or the little bodies give out, giving us as much time as we need to figure out this.
12 years.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Good. Okay.
Pull it now! Pull it now!
Pull it, Porgs! What are you doing?
All
Just like they didn't know what they were doing when they created this crown of useless trivia, not knowing how terrible this would be to me and this game.
The pork, pull it halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah, so it goes.
Pull it halfway.
So you pull it, and it goes out.
Oh.
Hey. Good job.
Okay, we have time.
We have time now. Should they all open a door?
Can they open a door?
You see that they're kind of like stone archways, but you don't have. There's no levers in the room to actually like.
Can I do like an investigation check to see if there's anything else in the room?
Yeah.
8.
+ 0.
Can I do an investigation?
Yes.
Dang it, 9.
So can I also? As I feel like
13.
13. You can do it too.
Okay, so
we
that's
can all
good.
do it.
So that's not great.
13.
12.
Okay. You look around the rest of the room, and besides the archways of the doors, you can't find any kind of like lever or button or anything else.
No sconces to turn.
No, actually, the entire it's just basically like stone bricks, blue stone bricks.
Wait, hold on 1 second. You said that this the portals that you had that brought us here was activated with some sort of sacrifice.
Should we kill a pork and put its blood on the door?
I think this is what we should do just to be safe.
Yeah.
Not Squad A, because they are badass now.
Squad A is good.
But
They got lightsabers.
Squad E needs to pick it up a little bit.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're going to take 3, and we're going to make the pork themselves kill them on the different doors to see if maybe this requires what they say is a blood sacrifice.
And if we need more blood, we always have the big bird.
Also, did you know that when you
Wish
no,
upon a
I
star.
don't know that either. Fun fact. There is a time and a place for fun facts, and now is not one of them.
What a fun fact.
That's great. Yeah. So 3 porgs fall out of the ranks and go up to one of each door.
Yeah.
They
kill yourself.
They in turn they each.
It's okay. There's an elaborate seppuku.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
We're on the same
But I was,
level.
but like I was trying to think like if they used a saber, it would cauterize that wound.
That is true.
And
I like to think they're like pecking their own wing off or something.
What if they have really high blood pressure, like the guy in the first movie? The arm on the floor. That guy shouldn't have been bleeding, but there you go.
okay, so
They're
they
goopy.
you see them all in synchronization go for their flipper and rip it off their little bodies.
Oh, so sad.
I'm going to act like I'm not sad, but I'm I am sad, but I'm totally happy.
Right, of course. And you just see them all like turn their bodies and just like spray of blood on the door.
Yes, paste the doors in it, my friends.
And it's just like you see them get paler and paler, and then they just fall over dead.
Dead.
But the door does not budge.
I salute the brave bird people. You make your king.
Blood sacrifice.
You see one of the porgs from the garrison of E kind of go up to one of them and just kind of like cuddle it a little bit.
Aww.
Partner.
Maybe we should let the clock run out. Might not be a bad thing.
What?
So wait, did anything happen when it started to turn, or did we just freak out to the fact that we saw sand?
We just freaked out.
The first door closed, like the one you came in on.
We got trapped in the room.
Yeah.
So maybe
We let it run out?
we'll let it run out.
Okay. We tell the porgs to pull it to one side. And we wait.
Anyway, eventually, as you wait, you.
Who's starting a song?
Anyway. As the sand runs out of the glass at the top.
Those are the days of our lives.
Wow. The door in the center of the across from you just opens.
Charge it.
Okay.
Run! Come, porgs!
So everybody goes through the door. Just
Spotty first.
This door sounds like it's going to take quite a long time. So we got plenty of time. We're just going to. It's just started off as like a running, and then we started to slow down. Then it was like a brisk walk. So we stopped for 1 second, and I started to tell like a horrible trivia, like the game of Monopoly was originally designed to be a testament to how capitalism is bad, and now it's a device that is sold as a toy to people through commercialism. Oh wait, the door's still closing. Let's just follow me through the door.
Let's go.
There we go.
All right. So you make it through.
door.
And now you are in a large hallway, about 50 feet wide.
Welcome.
And as far as you can see, it kind of ends in darkness. So you're not sure exactly how far it goes. So
I have dark vision. Can I look?
You can see, like, from what you can tell from this distance, it looks like there's some kind of rubble resting on the ground, maybe about 70 feet in front of you. So, but that's what you can make out. So you start walking your way through, and you start coming up on this, what you assumed was a pile of rubble. And this whole room is kind of just glowing in a natural, like, iridescence. Just giving you enough dim light to see where you're walking and whatnot. You get up to this pile of rubble, and you look down and you kind of look it over, and it actually is a body.
So rubble is a body?
Yes.
Is it a Barney?
You look at it a little bit more, and
Pebbles.
you recognize
that's not rubble.
some of the things that Lidar is currently wearing.
What?
Say that last thing you mumbled at us.
Yeah.
You recognize similar things that the Lidar is currently wearing on his person.
It's me in the future.
Except his entire body has been scorched.
It's me in the future.
close the room.
Could it be another half-orc? Or is it you?
I could be another half-orc.
He did say similar.
Yeah.
He didn't say it was the exact same thing.
You like shop at the same store.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were like
should
a
just,
time travel thing here.
Anyway,
I loot the body.
what do you have in your inventory?
3.
You find half of the same items you have in your inventory.
It is me. You guys.
Yes.
It is me in the some of the birthmarks that I have.
You can't recognize it because the body is too charged.
I checked his teeth.
His teeth?
Yeah.
They're as messed up as your orc teeth are.
Exactly.
Exactly?
Yes.
Dental records. It's you.
Well, now what?
I don't know.
What did that first part discover?
I guess we gotta make that happen. It's the only way out. What? Someone just fucking run in here and yell cats? That was super scary.
No, he's been sitting there for a while.
Oh, sorry.
He just decided to
scare the shit out of me. Cats. I thought I was going crazy.
Okay.
Can I investigate?
What do you want to investigate?
The body.
Okay.
The body.
You can. What are you trying to discern?
What happened?
He's pretty well burnt.
Probably fire.
By fire?
Uh-huh.
What else are you gonna get burned by?
Magic fire.
Magic fire?
That's still fire.
An ex-girlfriend?
Oh, you're right.
Acid.
Acid?
You don't get...
Metal.
Doesn't
Scorching
matter.
metal.
A freezer, I guess.
Yeah, freezer burn.
Freezer burnt.
Keep your half-orcs fresh.
Wait.
Yeah.
So is it a dead-end room?
No, the tunnel continues on.
Okay, well, let's just keep going.
Wait,
Fuck
wait,
this guy.
wait.
Oh, you have ideas?
So...
We're terrible at ideas, so if you have ideas, let us know.
I just want to say two things. One is before the turn of the century, pink was actually considered a masculine color, and blue was considered a feminine color. Second thing I want to say is I do have an army of pork. Perhaps Bodyson's crazy gymnastic abilities, that I have them form a shape that looks possibly like you, and then you go through, so that if maybe that is like a trigger or something, that it doesn't hurt to maybe it's also good for a show, and we can see them walk forward, and we'll just keep going. And,
Sounds good.
And I'll surround you in a basically you are the Pope. And these are
We
your
are the
mobile.
And they're going to protect you. And if anything happens, you just feel free to throw as many of them in the ways as you want.
Okay, let's do that.
The Pope Mobile,
Okay.
the Pope Mobile, riding around
So
in
you
the
continue
Pope
walking,
Mobile.
and you have a pork-mobile LiDAR-shaped thing.
So like all around him, like his in a motorcade was there.
Right.
I'm even getting to the point where I'm putting them on you, if you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So like I'm just like tying them around you, like so little pork armor and stuff.
Right.
That's cute.
So that if anything happens.
Imagine it squeaks when you walk.
So you continue walking down the corridor as you get to a four-way junction. The tunnel continues on before you, and then to either side, there's again another 50-foot passageway either way.
Sound logic would say we should all split up and take our own separate tunnels.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Splitting
I
up.
hate
Best
splitting
idea.
Best idea.
Always
do
the
it.
worst.
Best idea.
So,
I would like to stay with LiDAR.
okay.
We're friends.
LiDAR and Hill Zero take the left.
Fine.
Tarragon takes the forward, the front, and then Theron takes the right.
Yeah, I'm still going to split up the... No, I'm going to go with... So do we care that nobody's going down the other one?
Well,
Oh wait, there's four. I thought there were only
the
three.
4 is the one you came
Oh,
through.
Yeah.
great. So no, so the map still works out. This is good. I was going to send porgs off, but they will get lost and eat themselves. Just like there are some tribes in islands that haven't had contact with that people still think practice is the act of cannibalism.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
We should try it.
Just maybe I guess.
Is it cannibalism if they're different species? Because you're an
Oh, you're right.
Aarakocra and
That's
he's
just
an orc.
that's just
half-orc.
culture.
Yeah.
It's just culture if it's a different
So okay, onward and forward, friends.
Yes.
We'll see you all on the other side.
Okay, so Hill Zero and LiDAR first. You go off to the left and start making your way
Downtown.
Walking fast.
Mace's Pass. Dun, dun, dun. But you you walk for 10 minutes, and the tunnel continues somewhat endlessly. Then, Theron, you're with your army of porgs, and you're continuing on, and you come up to Hilzira.
So wait a second, what?
But she's sitting on the ground crying.
I'm so sad.
So it's okay. Is this like creepy horror movie where she's like back is turned and she's just crying?
My hair out like.
No, she's on the sitting against the wall.
That's okay.
And she just has her head in her hands, and no lidar.
This is very confusing. Wait, so you went down a different tunnel. I'm just trying above game. So I saw that she went down. A different
you
tunnel.
saw her go that way.
So
You
I'm
went that
walking
way.
down- Okay.
With lidar.
So hey friend, how are you? What is going on? I'm just concerned that you're here and did you go all the way down as in come to find me and you didn't find me, so that's why you're crying?
And so she looks up, and you notice that this is definitely not the same woman you came in with.
What
She
the
is
fuck?
noticeably, like, at least 10 years older.
I told you to stop holding the door. You don't touch the door.
And she just, like, she looks at you, like, you're alive?
Wait, no, don't. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Go back to crying. It's fine.
This place?
No, he's me.
I've been here for so long. And she's just crying.
How long was it?
Roughly 10 years, because she looks 10 years older.
Most peculiar, just as peculiar as it was when they reskinned the Mario game. So the Super Mario 2 was actually a different game that they just reskinned with the Super Mario characters, and that's why it is completely different than all the other games. But some would say it's probably the best one, right, Matt? Don't you think that's your favorite one? Yeah, that's what I thought. He said number 2 is his favorite one. He doesn't play any other games. That's it, just that one. Yeah. No, he says he hates the world one, and that's fine. That's okay. So I'm really confused, and I don't know what to do. So I'm going to talk to this one again, knowing that it's yes, I'm still just a figment of your imagination. But tell me everything that happened to you.
Well, we got lost, and we kept trying different places. We kept coming across each other, other versions of ourselves, and eventually we just started eating each other. And the porgs.
Porgs were delicious.
I haven't seen anyone for a long time.
This is most interesting.
Why am I talking to you? You're not real.
No, I'm not real. Go back to your crying. You'll probably die alone. Don't worry about it. Or me and all of my figment of your imagination. I cannot stress it enough. Do not touch my pork. As we all go around the crying woman.
Okay.
And continue to ponder and think about what is happening while continuing to explore.
Okay, cool. You continue walking past the crying woman. She just seems so distraught that she's just in her own little world of crazy. And you continue walking for another 10 minutes. And eventually you meet back up with Lidar and Hilzira.
Actual Hilzira?
Actual.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
And this is now another 4-way intersection. And coming down the other way, you see Tarragon.
What?
Hello.
So, hey friends.
Hello.
So, question. What did you see in your journeys?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. There was nothing there.
So...
What'd you see? Sounds like you saw something.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. Go with me on this. We already saw the one body. This was clearly not you, but totally you. So I found you, and you were there for like 10 years, it looked like. I can only tell based off my assessment of how much you had aged in that time. But you said that this is an endless loop that we keep exploring, and inevitably we all eat each other or find other versions of ourselves. So I just want to get it out in the open. The thing was we kept splitting up, and that was the key. So despite my glorious plan earlier of splitting up, and if without that we would not have this information, I said that we stick together, and and we just keep figuring out what is happening. Maybe I just think that's going crazy.
I wonder if going down, because you went down to the right, and you saw something, and you went straight, and we went to the left, and we did not see anything. I wonder if that's a clue that we should go to your way.
So go back down to the right. Fun fact, if so you keep going to the right in a maze, you normally would get out of it. But that does not seem to be the case here. Also, yeah, so let's just go that way and figure out. You guys didn't see anything on your trips?
Nothing.
Guess not.
Let's keep going right.
Unless the GM says we saw things. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nope, didn't see anything.
Nope. We saw nothing.
This is the. So going for the staff of time. Yeah. This seems to be some sort of time. So it must be close. Do you have any other information on your quest that you know about? Any of your friends of how we're supposed to find it or anything?
No.
I didn't even know it was a thing until today.
Oh, shite.
We just know that the Lord of the Winter Court is a bad guy, and he wants it to rule the world and keep it in darkness.
Very sad.
Well, actually, you know, as an Aarakocra living in the Feywild, that it is also a prophesied weapon, like Theron knows. But the temple that it's based around has basically taken on the power of the staff because of its basically ancient existence. So there are things go wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seeped out into the building.
Yeah. So things are going awry in time-wise in this area.
I convey that information.
Oh, thank you for the conveyance of that information.
You're so welcome.
But I think that information just solidifies my hypothesis of maybe the thing that he saw is a clue, and the more like things we see is closer to the staff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
So should we go right again?
We go to the source of the power, and the power is.
I want to see what I look like in 10 years.
You looked great. You definitely didn't look like you ate any of your friends. I just want to put that out there.
That's good.
You did not eat any of your friends. Just like I realize now that I defined what trivial information is. Fun fact, the In and Out in Roanoke Park is numbered 113, so just be prepared for lots of crazy fun bird facts tonight.
Okay.
I don't know who says that, but if they did, In and Out for life, my friend.
Okay.
So we go that way.
So you go back down. You continue down the right.
The Hill
path.
Zero channel.
To the right.
Never to the left.
Ever to the right. Never to the 1776.
Yeah.
Nobody?
I got you where you're going.
All right.
Killer P.
Piano.
Anyway, you continue off down the right, and you continue walking another 10 minutes or so. Here, you actually see like the remains of a dozen porgs.
Oh,
Oh no.
Does it look like they ate each other?
They essentially, yes. There's just like there was like a scuffle. There's a few like ancient bird feathers here, and they're just in like a pile of skeletons that they just have gone at it with each other.
No, they went at it to death.
Porgies.
Aw. At least they went out. You know, having fun.
Yeah.
Doing what they loved.
Anyway.
Propagating.
There you go.
Pollinization.
Pollinization.
Continue walking down the hallway, and
Sorry. Continue.
thanks. You come across this ravine.
Oh.
Clayton?
Clayton?
Ravine?
Yeah. As you look over the side, it's not terribly deep, maybe only 50 feet or so.
So that's more pogs than I have, okay.
But it is full of bodies. Of
Porgs?
No.
I
of
loot them
Hilzeras,
all.
Of Therans, of Tarragons, and Lydars.
What
And
the
it is
fuck?
filled up enough that you could actually walk across now.
Let's just walk.
I pick up extra materials and goods from all the dead us's.
Yeah.
All right. So you go across the adventurer bridge, and nothing seems to happen. You pick up more supplies, and you get across.
So many arrows.
Clearly on the right path.
All these arrows, there's a lot of dead us here. I feel like this is strange.
It's like when you're on the right path and they're like, no, turn back. You're going the wrong way. But you're clearly going the right way.
They're trying to trick you.
They're
That
trying
makes
to trick
sense.
you.
That makes sense.
Trying to scare you away.
Fun fact, also scared away, talk about that. There's this guy named Bert whose first job was a kennel boy at a place where you train animals for movies. And you just clean up dog poo. That's all it means. That's what it is. Fun trivial fact. Literally no value in that whatsoever.
Good, good.
Okay.
Wow.
So you walk across the bridge, and in front of you here is
No, I am a two.
a door. You send a porg after it, and you unlock the door, and everything works fine. You walk inside, and there are 4 pillars around the room. Each one has a button on it.
Oh boy.
You also see around the room is a dozen statues.
Can we tell of what they are?
They're kind of a knight-ish, like a very, very ancient-looking suit of armor, but it's all stone, and each one holds a spear. You also see on the ground something that looks familiar to one of you. One of Tarragon's swords, or her maul, sits on the ground.
Is it actually hers, or is it a replica?
It's it's whoever else.
She has her own.
She has her own, yes.
It's a duplicate, but it's the exact same one. Like, huh?
Now you can have 2. You have 2 if you want to.
So you enter the room?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure, why not?
So you walk inside.
Check for traps!
You walk inside.
All confidently walk
He
inside.
just said check for traps.
After I was asking if you walked inside, and I said it, and then you check for traps.
He didn't say yeah, did he?
I did. Punish me. Let's move forward.
You walk inside, and the door closes. You're not able to unlatch it.
Oh dear, no.
But apart from that, nothing else happens. Across the way, there is another door.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty simple, then.
There's 4 buttons and 12 statues.
4 buttons, 4 of us?
Yeah, grab a button.
Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
As you all press the buttons in synchronization, you walk into a room, and there's 4 buttons in the room. There's 12 statues around.
Ah, damn it. We gotta figure out the pattern.
I would like to see if any of these statues stand out from the other statues.
Okay. You take a look around. What was his role?
Why do you need to know? Because you were about to describe it before I even rolled.
It's true. It was that good.
Yeah. Okay. You notice that around each of the stone statues' necks there is the embossment of some sort of a necklace, and in the center is like a little hourglass hanging from the chain.
Oh boy.
And you see that each one has a different amount of sand left per necklace, and 4 of them are full.
I wonder if
ones on the pedestals.
Can we take them off? Like, are they removable or are they stone?
They're stone.
Okay, they're on them.
I phrased that badly. 12. Oh, it's in my head wrong. Sorry. You notice. Sorry, I said it wrong. So there's 12 statues. 4 of them you notice are different than the other hourglasses.
Yeah.
You see in front of, like, adjoining some of the buttons. There's one with the most sand, and then another side of the room has like the least amount of sand, and then there's like in betweens.
Maybe we need to press the buttons to even out the sand.
There is another option that I want to put out here, is if we are stuck in some sort of loop or some sort of thing, let's just wait. It's clearly you found your mace that was here, so you've been here before and something happened. So let's just wait for like maybe a little bit of time, and if another version of us comes in, we have them push the buttons while we wait next to the door.
But if it was another version of us, like, wouldn't we have to have left?
Well, yeah. So maybe that we are the ones that leave.
Time paradox.
And also you can get a thing as the in and out called the Flying Dutchman, which is just 2 pieces of meat, 2 pieces of cheese. As they say, I'm preaching to the choir in the back. This is good. Now I'm not going to do any more because it's gone. We had the point and it was haha funny, and then it's like just sad funny now. So.
Yeah, no talk of In-N-Out or Del Taco.
Okay, so that was totally my next one was Del Taco, but now throwing that
No.
out the window.
Or
Okay.
the taco truck. Or like you just no food.
So what do you want to do?
So we want to try and push the buttons to get the time in the glasses. Okay, so can we do this then? If we're going to do this, we know that we push the button and it resets.
Right.
So
If
let's
we push them at the same time.
There's 12 statues.
There's 12 statues.
So I'll take
The 4 buttons are in this very center of the room, and it's a 50-foot room. So like you guys can stand in the center, and the statues are pretty far away from you.
Okay, so I'll take 3. Each of us takes 3. Memorize how much sand is in that glass. Then we push the button and see if it changes. Because if it doesn't change, then okay, it's great. But if it changes, then we can see if there's some sort of pattern with it changing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
So we press the button.
Going to go to my statues and.
Okay. So you all take study of the 3 statues you chose.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the center of the room, and what are you going to do? Are you pressing 1 button at a time?
That's what I thought we were doing.
Oh, push 1 button at a time. Okay, so yeah, so see what happens. Okay.
Okay.
Watch the other 3 watch the sand. See what happens. I don't know.
So I'll push a button.
I'm bad at puzzles.
I push a button, the dice is flying, I push a button.
Okay. You push the button.
This would be it's okay. I don't think that is the important one. I push the one which is internalized in my head. If this is some sort of clock, then I'm pushing it at the whatever the noon one is.
Okay. So that actually would be the one that is corresponding to like the statue that has the most hourglass full.
Yeah.
So you push it, and you hear a click.
That's it?
Should we maybe push the next one that has like a little bit less?
A little bit less?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go there.
Okay.
We go to
I
that
push
one.
it.
All right, you push that one, and you hear another audible click in the room.
Push
the one next. Oh.
Do it.
Go to the next one that has a little bit less.
You do so, and it clicks
I do
again.
the last.
The door at the back of the room opens.
This is
We solved the puzzle.
Good job, Lighter.
Oh no!
Hashtag enemy, so much time has passed. The porgs have evolved and it is time for their uprising, and they glared hungrily at our adventurers.
They're gonna eat us.
What the fuck? I've only been using you to. Never mind. This actually, it's completely justified and it makes sense.
Okay, so.
Just so you know, there's 40 of them.
Well, yours didn't evolve.
Oh, wait, I missed that. What was it?
The porgs have evolved. So much time has passed, the porgs have evolved.
Yes, so much time has
whoever
passed.
Yes.
I understand, yes. They've
So,
been trapped.
3 hours and 10 minutes of time have passed.
Instead of seeing a fleet of porgs, you see one
Oh,
come through the
fuck.
door you just came through. And it is 10 feet tall. And
It's just one.
okay. It bursts through the door and starts waddling over to you. His eyes are just red and glaring. He's going to attack first. Yes.
That hurts.
He's going to do.
Goes the weasel.
No!
You have to finish it.
But no, he's going to do.
He had to finish it.
Yeah.
Had to. No, he's going to do 7 damage to you, Theron.
That is.
There it is. Gotta resolve it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh! This is like...
He brings his beak down on you and just starts pecking you with his giant maw.
I mean, you deserve it.
What? I've treated them with respect this whole time. I didn't. I do deserve this. I get it.
All right, Tarragon.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
As proud as I am of one of our people getting stronger, I have to end you. And I pull out my maul and I go smash it in the face.
Okay.
15.
Plus 5.
20.
So
20 to hit.
2d6s?
2d6 plus 2.
4 plus 2 is 6.
6 it be.
Oh.
Did you just get one attack?
Oh, I get 2. Thank you. I forgot.
20.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, wait, a natural? Nice. So roll your dice.
Fourth natural 20 over.
Double the dice damage.
12 plus 2 is 14.
Woo!
28.
So you just
4.
you smash it in the face one time, and you make a crack in the top beak, and you smash it again, and the beak just falls off. You just see this like blood running down its
Porgs don't have beaks.
That's right, they have maws.
They're like.
Just call it a mouth for the love of God. A maw.
Mouth.
He loves the word maw.
I'm so smart because my
Maws,
vocabulary's so
sconce.
big.
Maw, sconce, obelisk, monolith.
No,
Favorite
maw, not meh. Maw.
I hate you.
They're seal puffins.
Yeah.
Okay, so his mouth breaks.
So his mouth breaks. Yeah, all the teeth come out of, and you just see like blood coming down of it from its nose. It's still standing, but it's just barely.
Am I next?
You are.
I'm gonna run and I'm gonna go great axe to the face, whoosh, and then great axe to the face again.
17.
And then
19.
yeah. 1d12 plus 4.
3 plus 4 is 7, and 11 plus 4
11.
is 15, so 22 damage.
Okay.
Kill it.
Damn. Boom.
So
Boom.
you
evolved pork like that.
you just start hacking into the side of this very large creature, and you just completely obliterate its little.
Yes.
Huh?
Sound.
The blood sound.
All the blood just sprays over the entire area, covering all the statues.
And the other porg too?
All the other porgs,
good.
they actually like
Excellent,
start
my friend.
like licking it off the ground, and yeah.
It's good for you.
Good.
Yeah. You make your way into the next room.
Yeah.
You.
And there is the staff of time.
One kitten meows under the steps of every adventurer, the product of a porg whose replication mutated, making Gunter disobedient and lived its life controlling, raising what is now thousands of kittens to fight.
Oh.
That's more GM-y
That's one enemy.
Yeah, that's one
That's a
enemy,
kitty.
sir, and that's also taking it a little bit too far there.
I believe in your ability to bring something to the table.
Of course. So, what I am going to say is, out of the evolutionary process that has taken place here, one of the kittens had made it through a long time ago, and one of the porgs had also made it through, and they mated. And what you
Awesome.
see comes.
What did it sound like?
But what you see before you is this weird, furry, not as sleek a body like the porg has, but like bushy fur, white hair, like a elongated snout compared to what a porg normally had, but it's bipedal, and it's just this weird half porg, half cat hybrid that's walking. It's only about half length size, but still, the teeth are just like gnarly rows of messed up everything. Yeah. So that is what you see standing before you in front of the chamber containing the Staff of Time.
Oh, scheiße, this is it. Okay.
And
this
what
is
you
good.
see-
This is the only enemies that we will encounter here, and I don't expect any more to come up for any other reason whatsoever.
No.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. And what you see as the staff, its appearance is it's a straight long cylinder about 6 feet tall. In the very top part, there is a very resembling of the disc is an open section of the staff where it's a circle, and inside you just see like arcs of energy creating little patterns inside of the sphere, of the circle.
Like a cyberpunk Staff of Ra.
Essentially.
Sweet.
All right.
That's
so,
where we'll start
Tarragon.
Yo.
not.
This creature
Must
stands.
die.
Yes, it's an abomination. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna maul it. In the face.
19 and 3.
Okay.
Plus 5 to both.
So, well, 3 is not going to hit.
2d6 plus 2.
6, 8.
8.
Cool.
Home run!
Okay, cool. It is now Lidar's turn.
I'm gonna run up to it and go, I wanna go to bed! And slam in the head, and then hit him again with my great axe.
Okay.
12 and 20.
Plus 7 on each of those.
Both are going to hit.
Yes!
Yay.
So
What? D12 plus 4.
the 20 is 10, 20, 24. Is it plus 4?
Plus 4, yeah.
Okay, so 24 damage, and then 4 plus 4 is 8 damage, so 32 damage.
Damn.
Whoa.
That don't kill him,
Yeah.
so we can go to bed.
Yeah. So you see it start to try and charge you, and you just like, nah, and you just swing
Mainly
your
'cause
axe
you have
down.
8 hit points.
You don't even turn the sharp side to it. You're just like, I'm gonna squish this thing into oblivion.
Yeah.
And you just bash it on the top head, and you just see it shrink 2 feet down as all of its innards just squish and crush into each other.
It works once.
Huh?
He said it farts once.
It farts
I'm
once,
pushing.
yes. It has to release all the air inside of it somehow, so it does so. Yeah. So the room before you now lies empty, with cat, porg hybrid parts strewn about.
Korg.
Korgs, yes. Oh, that's where the corgi comes from. Yes, no. But yes, so the staff lies before you.
Hooray! We grab it.
Yes. So Tarragon takes it in her hands.
Velociraptor hand.
Velociraptor hands.
But you know, better arms because they're like people
Sure.
arms. But I'm an Aerocrocodile Velociraptor, so it's whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Take it.
Velocicocra.
Ew.
But yeah, so you take it in your hands, and immediately the center ring glows brightly. You have the innate understanding that you can affect any position of time you want to be in, and you think hard. You concentrate just enough. You remember the moment you came into this place in the portal you took, and you are there. You're at the position where you came into this tunnel.
Cool.
And you see yourselves jump into the portal, and you now stand outside.
Oh, so dummies. They don't even know. So they're going to be stuck there forever.
69, dudes.
All right. Awesome. So that's what happens.
Yeah.
And that's where we end
Yep.
today.
I'm
so tired.
Well, thank you guys all so very, very much for donating and messing with us all. The trolling was quite lovely tonight. Thank you very much. We have, of course, some announcements. Wait, I don't know the actual schedule.
Matt! Matt, get in here!
Because I remembered that Hyperforce did a thing like
Matt, I wanna
last
go
week,
bed.
and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Tired and I wanna go.
All right.
I can't feel my thumb.
Hey. Guys, thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're going to be doing our Avengers Escape from the Raft What If scenario. We want to know what happened after Civil War. How to get out there. We don't, and it's not Infinity War spoilers or anything. Like,
Civil War.
we don't know. Literally, no one knows. So we're doing a What If RPG tomorrow, 6 p.m. Avengers.
After Civil War?
Yeah, after Civil War.
Okay.
It's like that team who's imprisoned in the raft.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
okay,
how do they
okay,
get out? So we're doing that tomorrow at 6 p.m. Thank you so much. You guys say goodbye while I run back to the board.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much for watching. You can go to Roll for Hotness for more info on what we do. Perception check, kids.
And if you want to see me not do this but be over there, tune in Wednesdays at 8.
Sure.
Here for Pencils and Parsecs, our Star Wars role-playing game here on
Pencils and
IRPG. Yeah, it's like it's like if Star Wars was on HBO. I feel like that's my description of it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.